Hello there and welcome. I am Ash Mannix, and once again we are playing Iwaihime on a Sunday evening. I am joined today by my beautiful, effervescent co-host Kuxel.
It's breezy in here.
Yes, you'll hear a fan in the background because Kuxel has got an industrial strength fan blowing directly into the microphone to basically screw up his audio on purpose. Not only is he late, but he's also decided to screw up his audio.
So, this fan is one that I had before in one of my old streams.
I've not heard any of them in your streams, funnily enough. Only
No, it was
mine.
last summer. It was last summer. I'll find that stream and link it your way.
Oh, I've heard it. I've heard it. It's been a long time, and I'm like, Kuxel is. I love how Kuxel gets the industrial strength audio destroyer on my streams. I've not heard.
Well, it's been warm, but this is going to be around for a while because it's fucking hot.
What temperature is it roughly down south?
30. Actually, it's been 30, and let me check it right now. It says right now it's 24, feels like 24, but in my room it gets fucking hot. So
yeah, hence why I've got the thermal probe thingy in my room to get the exact temp. I'm at 26.8 degrees, which is a fairly comfortable temperature. Anything above. Oh.
What the fuck was that? Oh.
Drop some cans.
One of my Pepsi Maxes, yeah.
Let me read the chat. Loopy, I noticed that you messaged very early. Let it be known I was here first. And I kind of saw that and went,
oh
shit.
No, she's got the oop chat going on.
I don't know what that means. Kuxel knows Loopy better than I. Crackdeal said...
There, Loopy says, hello, Quack Weaver. Oh, Kuxu, where we wait.
Oh, don't please, just don't. It's okay to read. No, shut up. Stop. Crackdeal is like, sup? Oh no, you didn't. And then Loopy goes, ew.
I really like Crack Dealer's response. He goes, Urusendayo. I love that. That's great.
What does that mean, eh?
You're annoying.
Oh, that's a Aho Girl quote, probably. Well, not, but I can imagine that being an Aho Girl. Have you not watched it yet?
No.
That's a good one. I'll blame Kuxel for my loss. Yes, blame Kuxel. Loopy's going, yeah, babe. Loopy is on fire. Boo, 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 ooh. I know I wrecked that. And Crack just saying pain dio.
So she's got a question. How do I make this work? Length of list does not equal 0.
What language are you using, Loopy? Is this an if statement?
I think it's supposed to be.
Right, and if it's an if statement, what language? Because
len
list?
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
The length of
Python?
a list.
Oh, fuck. The one language I don't... What is it a list of?
Hang on, how do I make it so that a length of list does not equal 0? Do something. Just while len list does not equal 0.
In any other language, you would do something like... Wait, does it not? Oh, it is. You'd say if len list does not equal 0, and then you'd have in that if statement do something. Trying to write a sorting algorithm. Right, makes it say it can't find shit in array. You need to.
Is that what you're trying to make it do?
If you can't find. Yeah, what you're trying to do, Loopy. And while you are typing that up, I am going to switch to full screen, and I'm going to have a chat about Iwaihime. I had to watch the last episode, or clips of the last episode, just before I started this, because I totally forgot what had happened. But yes, I remembered the deer massacre.
Yeah, how could you forget that?
Mate, I forget what I had for lunch. Yeah, that was crazy. How can I forget that? Because there's
the monkeys.
In between that, there was the Eve Burst Airstream, and then there was Final Fantasy 16,
Oh, I fucking love that game. I want to play it as well. I'm gonna go back to playing it.
Super. And then after that, there was the Friday DMC5 stream. You can forgive me for forgetting what happened a week ago. There's a lot of stuff that goes on. And then apparently I have a job, so I suppose I do that, and that helps me to forget shit. But anyway, I looked over. Also, I do the recordings for the house in Fata Morgana. And I feel like I forget everything. I'm like, what did I do last week in the house in Fata Morgana? God. Old man. Alzheimer's. I don't know. So yeah, it's the deer massacre, which was horrific. And then the villagers were like, the next day when they're like, oh shit, we're fucked. How do we save ourselves? And then the old lady in her dying breath gives them an actual horrible way to save themselves. And I'm like, why did she do that? She should have just went,
she's just like,
fuck you.
She just gave him a way of kicking the can down the hill.
But it's like she has forsaken so many people beyond these shitty villagers. And you're like, why? Why have you forsaken potentially hundreds, if not thousands of people and
who were innocent and had nothing to do with this original curse anyway?
Yeah, the sons of our mothers and fathers, eh? The sins of our mothers and fathers fucking us over. That annoyed me. Anyway, that was the origin of the curse. We then had a little... we saw Toei being... taken advantage of once again by her fiance asshole dude, and then he told us, he regaled the story of how she became his fiance.
This is where we are,
and this is where we are. Lupi said, start with a huge uwu. Thanks. Monkey dear. Monkey. No, Ash, you're just incompetent. I remember everything. I saw the thumbnail of your new Fata Morgana video, so I started bringing it. I'm just binging it. I'm just a few episodes behind now. Nice. Yeah, you saw. Yeah, I thought that thumbnail would catch some people's attention. Of that specific character. But yes, that is where we got to in the last episode of Iwaihime. And let us just get into this, I suppose. Let's continue. Load. And the last one was the 19th, No, what the fuck? March? No. Oh my god. June, that's it. 12th of June. That... No, last week, 18th of June. Yeah, that's it. Did we actually stop here?
Yeah, we literally stopped here at the moment where it's like, it ain't gonna suck itself.
I swear, this is like an evil version of Kuxel or something.
What are you talking about? What?
I did say evil version of you. Calm yourself.
Why me though?
Oh, why me? Man's like, suck my toes. Oh, I wonder why I would say Kuxel.
I'm not into that shit. What the fuck?
Mate. You're the feet man, therefore I'm just going to accuse you of every type of feet fetish.
This guy's the fucking other way around though. Have you seen the shit he's doing?
You're evil. This is if Kuxel went down the bad path in the game of life.
To like some reverse flash bullshit.
Yes. I'm gonna jump off from time to time for a couple of minutes. I just need to check on something.
On your own stream?
I'll be for like... Yes, I just need to check on something. From time to time. So, yes. This is Ashman. This is what you get from an Ashmanic stream. Oh, also, I'll talk about it later. Let's carry on with this.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Wait a minute, is Lupi taking some drugs? Because, wait, let me savor this. Lupi in the chat has said, "Hi, Ash Senpai." Oh my god, someone called me Senpai. Holy shit. Let me just, Oh my god, someone called me Senpai. I can die happy now. Also, Lupi, are you alright? I'm worried about you.
This is Lippy as she normally is.
Are you sure?
Programming.
Oh, okay, when she's programming. What, does she like split personality? One concentrates on the coding, the other on chat? Ash Senpai
Daisuki!
Iwaihime?
Wow. Oh, that's fucking... There's layers to that one, Crack Dealer. So I'm not sure if you're aware of this. You obviously know Daisuki means I love you.
Yes.
But Daichiki is a childish inflection of that saying. So it would come from someone who is much younger, most likely a child.
Oh no. No. Lolly be gone!
It's fucking hilarious.
But I appreciate the senpai nonetheless, Crack Dealer. I've heard these phrases and I'm like, what the fuck? I need to like try and remember.
And Lippy's like, yeah, hidoi desu. That's supposed to be desu, not desi, but yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm just having fun with the chat here.
The chat's going mental. Okay, I'm gonna continue.
Not the doll.
俺のこと一目惚れとか言い名付けとか言いながらよ、一番の仲良しはそのお人形ちゃんなわけだろ。俺の言うこと何でも聞けるならよ。
So this guy, this champion of a man, he's not happy enough with Toy sucking his digits. He's like, oh wait, you like that doll too much. How dare you like the doll? You're weird. My weird fetish aside, it's not good enough.
There we go. Well, he doesn't know why she keeps it. Not that he'd believe it anyway.
I hope he gets uber fucking cursed.
He got killed in the first loop.
Yeah, but it wasn't satisfying. I think he died quite quickly.
He got killed by the blob.
Oh, look at that. She's showing him a backbone. The fuck you say? That is not what he said.
He just said, huh? That's all he said.
Sho was blinded with rage. To have the girl who did anything he ordered without complaint defy him in any way infuriated him more than anything else. I feel like the lesson here is to never be super compliant to anyone, because they get used to it and they get fucking arsey as soon as you tell them no. Fuck this guy. But due to the roar of the music and the lighting, does the lighting like fucking change as well with the music and these karaoke things? None of his.
Wait, like LED lighting.
Is it like alternating? I thought you just kind of like set the mood and then go with it.
I mean, I suppose it depends on how they got it set up. If they got it set up with LED lights which are tuned to the music so it reacts with it, or is it like one of those ones where it's got modes where you choose what mode you want?
Never been to right, Cook, so we need to go to a Japanese karaoke bar to find out for research. And we need to sing badly as well for that authentic experience. Crack Dealer saying, oh man, I just thought it was sort of like an weird version of Japanese. So Crack Dealer didn't realize the implication of the
connotations,
daisuki.
Yeah. Well.
Well done, Cookso, for pointing that out.
There's the other connotation of that. Which is you could be a parental figure speaking childishly towards a child.
A weird thing to say to a child. Senpai Daichi.
Oh yeah, that's true. You wouldn't say that to a child of yours.
Unless you were being really weird. Anyway. But
like, oh, kawaii desu ne?
You have some weird specific knowledge of Japanese. It's kind of impressive. I have watched a lot of anime in Japanese and picked up fuck all. Daisuke and Shine.
Why are you bringing up Shine so much? I like what Luffy said most recently.
But Kuxo were all kids compared to Ash Senpai. Oh, that's a good point. That is a good point. So it was accurate. Oh well, we'll go with that.
Character says it's a good reminder of not learning Japanese from anime. Yeah, you got that right. Don't go to anime if you want to learn Japanese. You're going to get a horribly twisted version that won't help you.
Or, I don't know, you could learn...
you want to go to a stranger in the street and say something like that.
Learn, what was it? You can learn, like, you know, was it Bollywood movies? Learn Hindi from that.
Oh, God.
Talk like a... There was, like, what was it? There was some...
Just find all 100 variations of the word bastard.
Yeah. What was it? Oh, there was a phrase. It's like Kutta.
How can she slap?
Haram zare. No, don't learn Hindi from.
I'm sorry. The only one I can remember is how can she slap?
Mate, that's what the fuck. Luffy is saying Tumhara him.
Oh no!
I remember there was a specific character. He would be it's always a bad guy, and it's maybe in one movie, and it was Kutta Kamina Haram Zare, and he'd say that
what
quite a lot.
Fuck?
It's like 3 swears in one go. It's brilliant.
I have not watched loads of Bollywood. In fact, I know I need to watch Triple R.
Oh, you haven't watched that? I would have thought you.
No,
had.
I haven't. No, I've seen the song because
Mate.
the song was fucking legendary. But
Mate.
I need to watch the movie. I know I need to watch it. All right, I know I need to.
What's it? It's on fucking Netflix.
I know it's on Netflix.
Doggy-ish, not bad. Wow, what the? How's that supposed to be read?
Doggy-ish, not bad. Wild, Ashy.
Doggy-ish, not bad. What?
Come on, man.
I'm sorry, it's hard. I'm not used to talking like a fucking... I don't even know what type of person that is.
It's supposed to be childish, man.
I'm sorry. I'm a fucking old fart. I'm not used to talking like
Lippy, can I confirm something with you? I'm under the impression that the person who invented Uwu Speak in the first place is the person who is behind the avatar of God Gura right now.
Are you joking?
I'm not.
The person behind Gura was
because
the one
this was before Gura, obviously, on the internet. But apparently she invented this Uwu Speak in the first place.
No.
I'm under the impression that that is the case. I'm not sure if it's true. I can believe it, though.
Let me try. Doggy is not bad word, Ashy. I need some practice. I need some practice. Gura made it widespread, as far as I know. Yes, before she became Gura.
Alright, but there's a difference between making it widespread and inventing it.
Yes. I don't think she invented it.
So I want to know if she invented it. Onyo is so good.
Onyo! Oh my god, what is wrong with me? Why do I enjoy Gura saying that? Oh.
I have actually done that by accident before. I said, Onyo. Oh, fuck!
Mate, at work?
Just like with people. Onyo.
You're sitting there having a conversation with people, right, in real life, and you're just like,
oh no,
Onyo, and they're just like, what the fuck?
Oh, garlic bread X is here.
I like garlic bread X.
Oh god, what's it? Saka Bambus Piss is the new hotness.
What the fuck is that?
Okay, so you haven't seen the Saka Bambus Piss, have you? Is it Saka Bambus Piss or is it Saha Bambus Piss? Look, it's a fish. It's an ancient fish.
Bamba Piss. This is what I'm hearing when you say that.
Let me Google it and show it to you. It's a fish that existed. Saka Bambus Piss.
You keep saying piss, right?
It's what it says at the end!
That's not
It's what it's called! What am I supposed to do? It's what it's called, right? Sakabamba's piss, alright?
What the fuck? It's a fish
Look.
with tiny eyes? Bullshit!
Yeah! What?
Bullshit, that can't be real.
But have you not seen it? Here,
No.
look.
Wait, that's not from the front though.
Oh god, yeah.
The front bit's the weird bit, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got the funny face.
Is that eh?
It's that face.
Yeah, it is actually. Look at that. God damn, emojis teaching me about ancient extinct fucking fish.
This fish became a meme recently.
Recently? How recently? Like last 5 years ago or yesterday?
Like for the past week, Garlic Bread X has been posting so many memes of this fish.
Loopy saying, I wish someone said it's a Loopy that existed too. I cry. What? I would like to exist. Loopy, you exist.
You exist in our minds,
It's weird.
in our hearts.
Loopy's full name is Loopy Loops, right? But it feels weird to say Loopy Loops instead of just Loopy. Which is just a bit weird, considering every time I see her in the chat it says Loopy Loops. I just find that odd. But because Garlic Bread X, Crack Dealer, though I don't say 1774. I don't know, I just find that interesting. But tell me, Garlic Bread X, is Sakabamba fish face as cute as Ew? I don't see as many e-girls making the Sakabamba piss fish.
Would you like to see them trying to make that face?
Yes, please. Is this a thing? What the fuck is the internet come to?
Have you seen its face at least?
Oh yeah, I've seen its face. I Google it on my phone and it's like, eh. Oh, here we go. To Twitter I go. Ooh. Yeah, that's the face. Yeah. That's what I... Joined August 2020, this account. So at least it was a thing from at least 2020, this account.
It's a fish which exists. Or existed.
It's weird that it has its eyes in the front and I'm assuming the pupils don't move. That's such a... Like, usually the fish have it on...
Fish usually have the eyes on the side, yeah.
I'm no marine biologist, so don't sue me if I'm fucking stupid, because I already know I'm stupid. And I've got that wrong, but...
I mean, wouldn't it show that evolution happened, where fish moved their eyes forwards and then eventually came on land?
No, I'm just saying that what I'm talking about, fish in general, like...
Yeah.
If I'm wrong, because I'm not a marine biologist... If there's a marine biologist in the chat or in the comments
Where's Jotaro when you need him?
Do explain this to me. Loopy is saying, you. Garlic Bread X says it's trendy. Trendy Garlic Bread X. One thing I have never been in my life is trendy. But let's carry on with the game, shall we?
Let's carry on. I want to see what kind of abuse is coming up next. Oh god, he's getting full of himself.
He's already been full of himself.
Anyone? If she waves a fucking wad of cash in their face. Just like you did.
Yeah, but also... She is not... I'm assuming she's a reasonably attractive girl. I don't think she's going to have any difficulties finding someone.
Well, it has to be this guy because of ancient curse.
Yeah, though the doll thing would probably put most people off, I suppose. He has got such a fucking delicate ego.
You were saying?
That is an interesting phrase to use, considering. Sho snatched the doll from Toei.
Oh no.
Toei wrestled with him in an attempt to get it back. Sho was a bit surprised by the unexpected display of strength. Wait. She's got super strength.
Okay.
Is she gonna break? Is she gonna tell him to eat shit and go fuck himself?
I reckon she can. I don't think that'll happen, but I reckon she can take him.
I think she's got like deer powers in her that she could kick ass. No, I genuinely think that because she's half possessed, right?
Not yet, but sometimes.
Hmm. When Sho tugged hard on the doll, the two were sent flying back. The doll had been torn to pieces. Uh-oh.
This is bad.
Garlic Bread X brings up a good point. A guy that forces schoolgirls to suck his toes has no right to call others creepy. Also, Crack Dealer saying, I'll take her, I can fix her. Something that looked like a spine dangled out of the head of the doll Sho was holding. What?
Oh.
It was dark red, thick, and wriggled nauseatingly.
Yeah, this is a Rikishi work.
Oh, is he gonna get his comeuppance?
No, it's that the doll's got an actual spine in it.
Sho threw it to the ground, got up and stomped it over and over with all his might. His followers finally noticed and watched in shock as their leader kept stomping in a sudden fit of agitation. The ground by Sho's feet was too dark for his followers to make out due to the strobe lights. All they could tell was that something had him freaked out.
I imagine the lighting is supposed to be flickering all over the place in this.
Yes, let's not give our audience like an
Epileptic
fit, yeah. Not wanting to get mixed up with whatever it was, all they could do was watch in silence. What the fuck? She's got rabies now.
No, because he broke the doll, right? And if that doll breaks, then she dies.
Oh, she foamed last time, didn't she? Does she die or does she get super possessed and then fuck everyone over?
No, she dies if the doll breaks. The doll is keeping the curse from going much further.
Luffy is saying boner. Oh, for fuck's sake.
That's a happy face, that one.
Ah, okay. Toei was lying on the sofa. Foam and saliva were spewing from her mouth. I love that that's a reaction.
Yeah, great fucking
person's having a fit, foaming at the mouth, like, oh,
response.
Gross. Fucking kids.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
Your callous disregard is so fucking annoying, I swear.
Look at this scummy face. That is the face of a person that is just designed for it to be punched.
That's his normal face.
I know, that's the point. Sho had seen Toei lose consciousness due to sudden hauntings more times than he cared to count. So he just urged his followers to get back to singing, and before long they turned away from Toei and resumed their partying. Come on. I get them kind of like turning away and ignoring her, but just resuming their fucking partying to the music. That's a bit...
I can see that happening with some dickheads from school.
This will make a great documentary. And they turned away and ignored her as she was in her death throes. They all got 20 years to life.
Nah, that's not gonna happen.
Sho threw his feet onto the table and glared sullenly at Toei. Toei continued foaming at the mouth. Gradually, the bubbles darkened before going as black as ink. Then all of a sudden, she slowly opened her eyes.
Oh shit.
I told you, no one noticed the way they glowed like flames flickering in the darkness.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that if the doll gets thingied, she gets fully possessed and shit gets real. Because I think our guy died, right? When he took the doll from her, everything went apeshit and then he got like, it's almost like Elfin lied or whatever, his head just like exploded or some shit. I don't know, something really bad happened. You know what I mean? Like he basically died. Toei slowly raised her head. She raised her hand into the air, closed her fingers one after another, and stretched them out. Almost like she was trying to learn how she functioned. That was the sigh of a mature god. She wiped her mouth, and her lips curled into a smirk.
Okay, yeah,
Wait,
you're right.
Look at this happy. Look at this, like,
No,
out of
that's
context.
the horny Toei.
No, but out of context, this is a nice smile, isn't it?
Okay, yes, out of context it is, but I know the context, so I'm unnerved by this.
Cracked saying, hey, Elden Lied? What, Elden Lied? Or Elfin Lied? Yes.
It's your your thingy. What's it called? Sorry, the autocorrect keeps fucking you up, doesn't it?
Elfin Lied or Lied. I don't know how you pronounce the second one properly, but
Lied.
Is it Lied?
Lied.
I wonder. After that, she crawled over to Sho and placed her head on his chest as if listening for his heartbeat.
どうしちゃったよ。積極的じゃねえか。
What is she, a fucking cat? Sho thought of Toei only as a robot who performed commands on a delayed timer. Wow. Wow. So he was stunned to see her do something of her own volition. His eyes met hers. Oh. Her face was shrouded in shadow, where her eyes and lips looked bewitching in the light. Sho couldn't help but gulp.
感謝するぞ、ショー。
Oh god.
That was the first time she hadn't called him sir. Normally, Sho would have run out of patience with her right then and there. But there was something in Toei's voice that sent shivers down his spine.
What kind of shivers? Because that was a heartbeat.
人間のクズの中のクズにはおよそ出会い尽くしたが、お前はその中でもなかなかの上物だったぞ。
Wow. Wow, what
That's
an insult.
quite the fucking... Yeah, that's a sick burn right there.
I don't know why I thought he was going to go, ubu. It's a fucking chat's like thinking of me. Those words should have been insults to him, yet they stirred immoral pleasure within Sho.
He's a
Man's a fucking
masochist.
masochist. That enticing creature
God.
with Toei's face had completely seized his soul.
それにしても黒髪め、このような男をよくも見つけ出したものだ。
What?
I see Loopy going kill shot heart underblade. Thank you, Loopy, for reminding me of that.
この時世、すすの一粒も持たぬ男など、よくも見つけたもの。
Wait, what?
Oh, so this guy had no suit.
None whatsoever. He's
Wait.
just shit.
だが、もういい。
No, so it means that he's not thingied by the curse at all.
最高の地層が現れたのだから。
Is she talking about
Suzumu, clearly.
Suzumu?
お前、さっきから何を言って。
I also want you to imagine in the background, his mates are just fucking dancing
With the
and
light sticks.
singing. Yeah, with all the lights going everywhere as well.
She's just having a fucking quiet conversation with him.
Meanwhile, in the corner, this tense conversation is happening.
喋るな、人間。
Loopy is saying, Crackdy is saying confused boner. I kind of get that. That mature. Maybe you like to. Maybe you're a masochist too, Crackdy. Loopy is saying she's hot.
Yeah, she is actually. We've already established that. But I like ancient. I like what was her name? Suzunome better. The cheeky, sassy kind of brat almost, even though she pretends to be nice. That one.
Oh my god, you like the bratty ones. You really do. Yeah, but whatever. Fair enough. Yes, she's definitely better than current Toei. But I like the mature god person who's inhabiting
It's a
Toei.
fucking deer.
It takes any form. Shut it. Love has no. No, I'm not going to go there.
You really want to go down that logic?
Shut it. Stop. Stop there. Toy placed her slender hand on Sho's chin as though to lift it up. Sho trembled as her fingers stroked the underside of his jaw.
Now we're talking.
Cracker's like,
She's gonna choke him.
Bit by bit, his head began convulsing.
Oh.
All of a sudden, his eyes rolled back and his mouth shot open as a trail of drool ran down his face.
人の子らはゲスのことを畜生とも呼ぶな。
Yes?
ならば、それにふさわしく角をくれてやろう。
Oh, fuck.
Blood sprayed out of Sho's ears. Just then, claws manicured with crimson blood poked out of his ear holes. What?
That's not the antlers of...
Yeah, what? They were fingers. Toy's dainty fingers. They emerged slowly from Sho's auditory canals.
You're going a bit far with the body horror at this time, Rikishi.
At that moment, there was a crack and drops of blood leaked from Sho's eyes and nose. Even more antlers. No. Those were also Toy's fingers, poked out of him. 2 more of them pierced through Sho's skull like horns.
立派な角だな。畜生にはふさわしかろう。
Well, that you could always title this episode after that old porn movie, Freddy Got Fingered.
No. She removed her hands from his chin, and viscid blood started gushing out. Yeah, that's it. Squeal like a piggy. One of Sho's followers happened to turn his head and witness the whole thing. Even amidst the dazzling light show, he could tell from a glance Sho was dead, his eyes agape and body stained with blood. The followers' pathetic shriek drew the attention of the rest, who each screamed one after another.
敬意の眼差しも悪くはないが。
Look at me with reverence. I love it.
やはり、イフの方が心地よいか。
Oh, she's became a super twisted god, hasn't she?
Became.
Over time. Toy grimaced as though suffering from a headache. A sound like snapping tree branches resounded loudly through the room. The delinquent's eyes went wide as saucers as they were rendered speechless by the spectacle unfolding before them. Every one of them could clearly see antlers growing out of Toy's head. They were the majestic antlers of a sacred deer.
Oh no.
Toy groaned as she gripped her head. Yep, that's always bad when they're like, "Run, you fool!" Hayaku! They all heard her, of course, but they were too stunned to move. Though the room was bursting with sound and colour, time stood still.
ひれ伏せ、人にどもめ。
Why do I think they didn't just prostrate like normal people?
Oh boy. There's the red eyes.
That was a weird, yeah. The employee bringing the group's order bumped into Toei just as she opened the door. Yeah, close the door and run. Once the employee moved out of the way, Toei left the room and disappeared down the dark hallway. The employee couldn't help but be overcome with surprise at the girl's extraordinary bearing. She quickly composed herself and entered the room.
Oh.
I am glad that Toei didn't screw the employee over.
Why would she?
Because like the dear god doesn't give a fuck about humanity, right? It hates humanity.
Leave one behind to tell the tale.
It's not that though. I think it just...
Oh fuck, here we are.
Right,
alright, Lippy says, perfectly out type. Colic Predicts says, dear god. I like that. And Crack Dealer says, now there, I call them handles.
Ugh.
同じことじゃ。それに代々呪われた子を産み続けなければならないんじゃろ。
Why do you give a shit after you are dead about what happens with the curse?
そんなの絶対にごめんじゃぞ。
The spell to seal the cursed suit into a sacrifice. The mayor had gathered several of the elders and engaged them in an unproductive discussion about who its target would be. They had to choose one sacrifice, but it wouldn't just end with them.
It's going to be Suzunome.
I love how I don't know. He was like, I'll take one for the team. I'll do it to save my village, even though you're all utter scumbags and deserve to suffer for your fucking foolishness and greed. He's basically helping facilitate their bullshit greed. In order to keep the curse sealed, they would need to have a child to bear the curse and raise them, a cycle that would go on for all eternity.
もちろん村を救うための人柱となるのじゃ。村を挙げて支え感謝するぞ。
It's alright, we'll give him a support. We'll say, there, sorry we fucked up you the rest of your life and have shortened your life considerably. On the surface, the sacrifice would be praised as a hero who saved the village. But in reality, there is no way any villager would willingly interact with the clan of someone bearing such an ominous curse. Wow, they're just gonna ostracize a person that they've fucked over their bullshit to. They would just be ostracized by the whole village, and their descendants would likely be subjected to the same treatment.
So then why would the descendants even, like, go along with the necessary bullshit for this curse? If you're going to treat them like shit, they're more likely to be like, well, fuck all of yous. When I die, you're fucked if I don't have a kid.
Say that again?
I'm saying that any kid who gets treated poorly by this village, just because they're the ones who are saving them from this curse, has every right to not go along with their horse shit, which has them required to have a kid, right? So it could be like, when I die and I don't have a kid, the rest of you can get fucked by this curse bullshit.
But, like, once these villagers dead, right? Once you've gone through, what, 2 or 3 generations, all of these original villagers will be dead, right? So what?
But they're saying treat them like shit.
No, but what I'm saying is, what villagers are going to be affected if the person doesn't have a kid anymore? Will it just be the descendants who are not the ones?
Descendants. The descendants of the villages.
So the whole village is going to get fucked at some point, right? Because it's not, they can't for eternity make sure everyone has a kid in this cursed line. So why don't they just bite the bucket and just fucking all die now?
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, fuck these guys.
Especially
if they just want to treat them like shit. I'm like, these guys are saving you, right? By going along with your horse shit. And then you ostracize them? Why? It was your fault.
These villagers absolutely fucking suck balls. Fuck these villagers. Fuck these villagers. And I'm still pissed off at that old lady for giving them a fucking way out. I do not... She knew they were shit, and yet still gave them a really horrible way out, and I cannot...
She even said, you deserve this.
Why did she not just tell them to get fucked? Anyway. Crackdeer saying you can park everywhere as a compensation. Carlic Bread X saying the cursed kids should move to another village that doesn't know about the curse. Which is what Suzunome... Suzunome? Suzuhara. What the fuck is his name? You know who I'm talking about. The man.
Suzumu.
Suzuhara, fuck me. Right, so
Suzuhara,
his family were from outside the village.
Suzuhara Suzumu.
So Suzumu... No, but Toei is the one that's got the curse, not him. But he has a lot of it too. What the fuck is going on?
Remember,
anyway,
there's multiple of them. There's multiple descendants who have the curse.
Garlic Bread X is saying the villagers were greedy and didn't keep their promise. Of course, they treat the curse children like crap. They only care about themselves. Yeah, good point.
Yeah, unfortunately, it is internally consistent with the fact that these guys fucking suck and deserve everything they get, but somehow manage to weasel out of it.
Can't believe they were such complete dicks, and then they're just like, oh, someone will have to be a sacrifice for our complete horrific massacre that we committed for pure greed.
Yeah, now I believe that this is a Ryukishi fucking work. It's not just the fucking wind, it's dickheads getting away with shit for a long time.
I mean, clearly they got away with it though, didn't they?
Well, we'll
they
see.
Got
we
away
don't know
with...
yet.
No, because
we don't
like...
know yet. We don't know yet. We don't know what happens. They can pull something off his ass.
Crack Dealer says, and the next generation is going to be like, oh fuck, our ancestors are just bullshitting, curses doesn't exist. Yeah, why the hell has it still worked? How can they make sure they have kids? If it's a woman, the problem is
forced puberty rites rituals.
The thing is, if it's a woman, then
so I don't know if you watched Turn A Gundam. I know you've seen some of it with me, but I don't know if you remember there was some sort of ritual they do when they become adults. When I say adults, I mean like 18 or 16 years old. One of them two, right?
Right.
And the Turn A Gundam, which is enshrined in a statue, because these guys are like, shall we just say, old school. They go and they start dancing in front of the statue and then get naked. You know, one boy and one girl together get naked, and then I suppose they're supposed to fuck. That's just part of the ritual.
Dance and fuck in front of the Turn A Gundam.
Yeah, the white doll, as they call it. But that gets interrupted by a mobile suit attack, so we don't see that happen. It's a good show.
He says, after talking about kids, young adults dancing around naked in front of a Gundam.
A statue.
A statue of a Gundam. The white Gundam. So no one wanted to step up to the task. Not when it meant condemning their family to eternal damnation in every sense. But the whole village would be destroyed if they didn't choose a sacrifice and perform the ritual.
Crack Dealer says, hey, where's that cult at? I want to sign in.
The thing
You're
about that...
past the age.
The thing about that, Crack Dealer, though, is, like, even if when you hit it, they would probably choose who would be partnered together. And there's probably people that wouldn't get a partner. Because you're not going to have equal boys to equal girls, right? And
yeah, they can get some boy-boy, girl-girl pairings if they need to.
To have kids, mate, to have kids. I mean, they can.
Who said anything about having kids?
Because the ritual was about having a kid, wasn't it?
Not this one, not the one I'm talking about, the Turn A Gundam one.
Well, a lot of the old rituals about that type of shit were about having kids, right?
Uh-huh.
Right, and yeah, so the Sod's Law is you be the extra boy.
Having said that, Loran, the main protagonist, is an outsider. He was only in that village for a few years, and they had him up there doing the dance. So if you're an outsider, you probably can get in.
Sod's Law, Crack Dealer. If you're fucked in this time period, you'd somehow get fucked over in that time period. It's called the eternity of being fucked over. It's canon. It's a canon
event. Oh,
me being alone for the rest of my life is a canon event. You cannot change that, otherwise you'll destroy the multiverse.
I can't wait for Spider-Man 3. Spider-Verse 3, rather.
What was this? Right, so the first one was
Into the Spider-Verse.
Into the Spider-Verse.
This one is Across the Spider-Verse, and the last one will be called Beyond the Spider-Verse.
Oh, okay. Fucking just confuses me. Into, Across, Beyond. Good movie, do watch that. I was actually talking to a friend today about it, and he was like, oh yeah, I went to watch with my kid, and he was like, yeah, my kid was trying to explain everything, and it was kind of like a lot, and then we were watching it, and I was asking them questions about it. He's like, I explained everything to you, blah blah blah, and he's like, yeah, I don't know. He's like, it was hard to follow, and I was like, yeah, it would be. I don't know if he'd actually watched the first one. I don't think he'd watched the first one because he didn't mention the first one.
You should watch the first one. It's a trilogy.
But he just kind of went in. I think he just went in to watch it with his son, because his son probably watched the first one. But yeah, he found it interesting.
Cracktula says he wants to see what Penny's canon event was. Yeah, so do I.
Wait, Penny. Which one was Penny?
Penny Parker. She's the Japanese anime girl, Spider Girl.
Oh, yeah. Did they not hint towards it? Anyway, unlike the present, this wasn't an era where people were free to choose where they lived. Well, and we can do that right now. Sometimes I think few would be tied down even here. Now that the land was cursed, they had nowhere to run.
すす封じの儀式は明日の朝に執り行わねば間に合わぬそうじゃ。
What? You literally have like no time.
Apparently,
なんとして
Who said that?
選び出さね
it
ば
must have
なら
been.
ぬと
Remember that paper, the scroll
Oh,
that was ripped
In the
up?
guides.
Yeah, I don't know. It's fucking ripped it up straight away, and nobody knows what was in it, so it could
What
literally
is
be
this?
anything.
What is this fucking sheet of paper as well, right? Like, in case of deadly soot curse because you killed the deer gods of your mountain, you fucking idiots. Break glass here.
どうしても決まらぬというならばくじで決めざるを得んが。
Forget
Oh,
drawing
yeah.
marks, we'll just shave your face.
Who's gonna get the short straw, baby?
そうじゃ。妙案がある。
What the fuck is that?
That is someone having a bad idea.
He's like, hey guys, I have an idea.
The outsider girl.
See that fucking weirdo that no one cares about? Let's impregnate her. Uh-oh.
Yep, that is what it's gonna be.
How about that Azusa priestess?
She's not from this village.
Look at his fucking face.
Uh-huh.
Everyone looked at each other with surprise.
儀式のやり方は分かっとるんじゃろ
This voice actor has gone proper full evil.
Come on, let's carry
別にあずさ
on.
み子がおらんでも儀式はできるはずじゃ。
おお、そうじゃ。儀式をするのにあのあずさみ子は必要ない。
Suzunomi was an outsider. She had no family. What's more, she met all the conditions for the sacrifice, and as a priestess, she fit the part perfectly. What the fuck, man?
それでよいな、皆の衆。
No!
Can
I mean,
you
you
die
guys
now?
are-
Can you die
No.
now?
You guys in the fucking game are in agreement, but I, as an observer from the outside realm, am not. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck
Fuck
you.
you.
Fuck you. And constantly fuck you till the end of time.
Fucking giving them the middle
God.
finger. Eat shit. Eat shit and die, you fucking old shit.
Oh god, I hate these guys so
All you
much.
villagers
They're getting,
should just get
they're getting the
fucking-
double middle finger, double toes, and my dick is sticking up at them in disgust.
It's like a confused boner. Everyone nodded. See if everyone clapped.
Oi! Mitsu, you fucker! Oh wow. He actually knows.
Unbeknownst to them, Mutsu had overheard the entire thing. Why has he got his black belt fucking to the side?
Look at
It's
this.
quite weird.
Look how shit this picture is. He's just standing there.
He and Suzunomi had been preparing to bury the old woman when he'd been struck by a sense of dread. Oh shit, they've not even buried the old lady yet.
His precursor senses were tingling.
Spider sense. Spidey sense. As it turned out, his foreboding had been well founded.
鈴の目逃げるな
Yeah.
Suzunomi blinked in surprise, but Mutsu just grabbed her by the arm and dragged her to her feet.
何事ですか痛いです話してください
I'm going to...
Your grandmother also told you to fucking run, if you remember. Wait, she wasn't the grandmother, but she was a
The old lady.
Old lady, yeah.
Oh, she did say that because she knew what was going to... Why did she tell them the... Oh, it's fucking so annoying. Why did she tell them? She knew this was going to
Why,
happen.
Granny? Why? And she's just in heaven saying, "Fuck you, bitches."
Did she just...
She just wanted to fuck
今
everyone
黙っ
up.
て走るんだ
She's like, "I'm dead now. I don't give a shit."
I want to leave a mark in this world.
She left a mark, alright. A
The
black
villager-
stain.
The villagers could not understand why the pair was running. but their confusion turned to rage after the mayor spoke.
Fuck off, Mayor.
その女を逃がすな。捕まえるのじゃ。
They're just going to accept that.
何事か分かりませぬ。
あいつら君を生贄にするつもりだ。
Uh-huh.
女子連れじゃそうは遠くに行けんはず。
I hear you, Wind.
隠れて夜を待つつもりに違いない。探すのじゃ。
Though Suzunomi was used to travelling, she had little chance of escaping several men in the prime of their lives. Prime of their lives, interesting to say that. Her only
They're
choice...
young, they're healthy, they're
yeah, in
able
their
to
prime,
chase.
I don't know, it just seems a bit... In their prime, right? I just find it the prime
They're
of
young,
their life.
fit and healthy, it's what it means.
I know what it means. It's a weird...
Then what's your
way-
issue?
Because it's just weird that they say, instead of saying 3 men in their prime, in the prime of their lives. Sorry, I just find it
It's
weird.
what in their prime means.
I know that. I'm not questioning the meaning of it. I'm questioning the usage of
whatever,
those
let's-
words. You know what I'm questioning. It's weird turn of phrase. Her only choice was to hide for now and flee under the cover of night. But the men knew the mountain just as well as Mutsu.
なんとしてもあの
Is he
あ
drunk
ず
now?
さみ子を捕らえるのじゃ。
No, this is his evil old man face.
What, he looks like he got punched in the nose.
儀式の生贄とせねば村は滅ぶぞ。
That's what he looks. That's what evil looks like, mate. Being punched
Being
in the face.
punched in the face.
Yes.
Okay.
あずさみ子を捕まえろ。生贄にするのじゃ。
Fucking.
生贄は命があればよい。抵抗するなら腕の1本や2本へし折っても構わぬ。
I want
Once
to
again,
punch.
we're reminded why these guys fucking got cursed in the first place.
I want to punch the screen, and I really want to punch the. No, I just.
I haven't hated a group of people in a video game since the guys who were bullying that girl in Higanbana. Like, this is fucking bad.
And that old lady is. I cannot understand why she would give them this information. They didn't have jack shit, and she gave them this. They could have just suffered.
Crack Dealer says, don't do it, man. Don't do what? Don't take Susanome or don't punch the screen.
I want to punch my screen so hard.
女の足じゃ逃げ切れるわけがない。
Crack Dealer says, my monitor is fucked. Sorry, man. That is, I shouldn't laugh at that, but it's just really funny that you're giving advice on not punching monitors.
おそらくどこかに隠れているんじゃ。ここいらにはおらんな。向こうを探すぞ。
They should do the predator thing, like hide under muddy water.
こっち。
Cover yourself. Take off most of your clothes. Cover yourself in mud. Put on a bandana, and just go.
Come on, do it!
Do it!
Kill
Do
me
it!
now! Get to the chopper!
Get to the chopper!
Oh fuck! I want to watch Predator again. It's such a fucking good movie.
Yeah,
You
man.
son of a bitch! And get-
You son of a
fucking-
bitch!
And the arm grabbing is the most pornographic thing I've seen in my life. It's amazing.
The most manly pornographic thing. Yeah, we should do. Can you do a share? Yeah, we should just watch it together and have a laugh.
Yeah, honestly.
Oh, it's a great movie. Garlic Bread X is asking what was the point of Grandma telling them how to transfer the curse? Just why? This is the thing. This is what pisses me off.
Like, they didn't deserve to be told a method of how to stay the curse, but they were told it anyway. And like she said, you fucking deserve this. But here you go. By the way, peace out. And that's it.
Yeah, there's no way. And then the fact that
She did see it coming. She told
Because-
Susanome to run.
She told Suzunomi to run, and she also told her to rip up the
The
paper
sheet.
afterwards.
There must be some other thing about this curse thing that we don't know yet. There has to be. Something that will fuck the village in the long run.
I like the music.
今、藪の向こうで音が聞こえたぞ。おい、そこにいるか。
アホ、わしらじゃこっちにはおらんぞ。
Aho! Oh, she's holding on to him.
She's sweating. No, that's just an illusion of the way they've done the sprites. A very good one, but yes.
But I think they've done that to make it look like she's holding on to him.
She's holding on to him, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
That is, you're correct.
今のうちに行こう。峠の向こうは森が深い。そこに明日まで身を潜めているんだ。
Where are you going though? You have to find a place to go to escape.
生贄の儀式とやらは明日の朝に必要なんだからね。
No,
Oh,
that's
fair
what
enough.
he's hoping for that.
Well, that's the only saving grace, right? Like if they could
That there's a time pressure.
time limit, yeah. Like if they didn't have that time limit, I suppose I'd have no forgiveness for the old lady.
それで身を潜めていれば鈴の目を追う理由はなくなるはず。
Well, it depends on what happens
それ
tomorrow
では
morning,
村
right?
が六神様の呪いに。
They fucking deserve it! Don't worry about them!
Oh shit! Wait, does she get? Is Suzunomi included in that?
Yes, he's part of the village.
No, not Mutsu.
Sorry, no, Suzunome is not part of the village. She's an outsider. That's why they want her. But Mutsu is part of the village.
Yeah,
it's
fuck
his
it.
village.
Yeah, but fuck him. Would Suzunomi survive? She's not part of the village.
Yes, but she's also been fucking Suzunome. Sorry, she's been fucking Mutsu as well.
You've
I
been.
don't know if
That's what you're asserting, but that might not.
All right, she was holding hands tenderly under the moonlight, right? But whatever the fuck happened in the night time, in the dead of night, they were doing something together, right? I don't know if by divine magic horse shit that makes her linked to him and therefore part of the village or not.
そんな、どうしてムツが。これは彼らの六神様のお山を犯した者たちの罪ではありませんか。
Yeah, but
Yes!
like, Mutsu didn't fucking stop them or even say anything. He just shut up. But then again, I
couldn't.
suppose.
He couldn't. It was a fucking whole bunch of. It was the whole village, right? All of them in a disgraceful craze.
それに最初から反対していたムツが生贄になることなどありませぬ。
生贄になったって死ぬわけじゃないんでしょ。
No, but it
村全
means.
体が被るべき呪いを一人で背負うんですよ。
Dracula says they were fucking.
Mate, you're not necessarily right. We're applying modern day. I mean, it's possible, but
死
still.
には至らなくとも、ど
They
れほどの
totally
苦しみ
were.
になるか想像も。
でも
Untold
誰か
suffering,
に
eh?
引き受けなくちゃならない。
Not you, mate.
Mate, but you could just die tomorrow and save generations of people from suffering.
今はみんな冷静じゃないけれど、本当はとても優しい人たちばかりなんだ。
Mate!
Fuck off, man! I don't believe that for a second.
Do you know what? Mutsu deserves what he gets. Fuck him for that level of bullshit forgiveness.
They're
They've.
truly kind at heart after massacring all the dear gods who told them, by the way, eat from our flesh and we will look after you and sell our antlers and you'll be wealthy. No, they are truly kind at heart, the greedy sods who decided to go and get more by killing the golden goose.
To be fair,
And
it's
of
like.
course,
I don't know how many of the adults were involved in it, but as the adults, I don't think the kids are necessarily to blame, right? But still, he's not said that.
この目にあって鈴の目には信じられないかもしれないけど、本当はすごくいい村なんだよ。
Garlic Benek says, this land is peaceful, their inhabitants kind.
What's that from?
That's from this game, is what the dear god said about these villagers.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, do you know what? Fuck it, everyone's fucking dumb in this.
こんな集中するなんて。
Mate, accept it, your village sucks dick.
悔しい。
Hate them, not this!
おい、あそこにおったぞ。
Kill him! Kill this guy!
They are
Before he
truly...
finds you!
Mutsu, can you just say one more time? They are truly kind at heart.
まずい。走るんだ。
Wait, is that quote from Dark Souls? I swear it's from this.
This land is peaceful, their inhabitants... It sounds... Yeah, it felt like that. I don't remember it being said.
I'm fairly certain. Do you know what? I'm gonna go back and check that deer quote later.
おったぞ、おったぞ。
I love this fucking running sound effect.
running on grass.
Yeah.
どこじゃどこじゃいたぞあそこだ
Why are they enjoying themselves so much? Ugh, why are they so cartoonishly bad? Men with bloodshot eyes rushed out of the thicket one after the next. Suzunomi was already out of breath. Escape was impossible.
君は走って僕は食い止める
God, I wish this was a fighting game like Blaze Blue. This would be the time to have some fights.
進め
Oh, how cathartic would it be to beat the utter fuck out of them in a game?
The villagers. Yeah. We should play Blaze Blue at some point. Go through the whole story.
Neither wanted this to be how they parted. But that was exactly why Suzunomi couldn't afford to stop. Couldn't let Mutsu's final act of chivalry go to waste. All she could do was pray for his safety as she ran. Mutsu was
He
kind
should just he runs to the villagers and says, "Accept this from me!"
and just pulls his trousers down and shows him his dick.
Oh, you've given me a fucking flashback to Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Oh,
I'll find that.
Okay. He's like, take this. I
Yeah.
give you my balls. Mutsu-
Didn't Imaneko have a fighting game? Yes, non-canon, but it's a fighting game. Because there's a lot of fight scenes in that visual novel. It's a straight-up visual novel like this, but like I said, there's a lot of fight scenes. A lot of characters have magic powers and do battle with each other. So a fighting game makes sense.
Mutsu was kind by nature, but he would fight for his life if needed. The men came charging him at full speed once they saw him. Yet much to their surprise, Mutsu threw one into a thicket. Apparently they hadn't expected the cornered rat to fight back.
It could take him.
血迷ったが
I love how he was referred to as a rat.
They talk like the Yakuza characters.
恥を知れ
Have you no shame?
六神様のお山を犯しのみならずニコ様の恩にあだで返すなんて言語道断だ
Finally, fucking growing a backbone.
叶うな女を追うんだ
Oh god, ignore him is the best thing to do.
Mate, take out your fucking axe and just axe all of them. Or whatever the
What
fuck
axe?
weapon.
離さんかバカ者
Like, he can hold one guy back at best. Maybe two if he's, like, large, but he's not going to be able to hold back the whole lot of adult men running towards him.
If he was smart, he would have taken his bow and arrow. He is a hunter, so I'm assuming they have a bow and arrow. And he could have fucking took them all out.
行かせないぞ彼女は逃がす走れ走るんだスズノメ
Well, way to out the fact that she's nearby.
I know, he's a bit...
I mean, they already knew, but yeah.
Suzunomi pushed through the thicket and descended the slope as Mutsu's voice echoed around her. Oh no, but she tripped on something and fell to the ground. Come on, do the camouflage thing, hide in the bushes. She twisted her ankle. Suzunomi got up and limped away like a newborn fawn. However, there was no way she could run in that condition. The villagers' shouts grew closer and closer as they rushed through the thicket. All she could do was pray and hide in the thicket. Please, do not let them find me. And please, keep Mutsu safe. You're asking for too much here. A parting like this is far too tragic. The villagers were closing in fast.
おったぞあずさみこじゃ
Well, game over.
The village youths were on the grounds of the abandoned temple, rolling the temple's bell in unison to prepare for the ritual. Oh, okay. They're getting the kids involved. Very nice. The soot sealing spell required a giant metal cauldron. They would seal the sacrifice in the soot they'd gathered from the village into it for 3 days and 3 nights, until the sacrifice had absorbed all of the soot inside.
Hang on!
Interesting.
If the time limit was fucking the next morning...
Where did they get the
then-
cauldron from?
Never mind that. If the fucking ritual itself takes 3 days and 3 nights, that goes well beyond the fucking deadline, right? How does this curse work? Does it stop immediately if they're like, oh look, it started the 3 day and 3 nights ritual. Oh, back the fuck off. And then if they stop at 2 days, what the fuck happens then?
So I'm going to assume that as soon as they start the ritual, it will start having effect against the curse. But if they stop, the curse will carry on. and then they'll die. But if they carry it on for the full 3 days, it will then negate the curse or whatever shit.
It's fucking dumb.
Yes, but also, this is the big metal thing that
It's the bell.
Tsukiko was stuck in.
Tsukiko.
Tsubakiko.
Tsubakiko.
Tsukiko. What's the nickname they give her?
Kiko,
that's it, sorry. Kiko. Tsubakiko. She was stuck in, and Toei was sitting on top. Or maybe it wasn't Toei, maybe it was the possessed Toei, kind of looking down, going, what are you going to do? And then we used our magic tree punching powers to break it open.
Yeah. This hand of mine glows with an awesome power.
I have the power of
I fucking love
Kaioken! No, right. The village had no giant cauldron, so the temple's bronze hanging bell was the perfect substitute. Wait.
Was it?
That is a big bell.
That's not a cauldron either.
It'd be tilted over part ways and held up by logs, an arrangement often used in animal traps.
Hang on, the fucking sheet of paper said use a cauldron. This is not a cauldron. This is therefore in breach of the ritual bullshit.
Yeah, cauldron. What do you put the person? A cauldron, right? Are you going to cook them? What the fuck? Like, why do you need a cauldron? Once the sacrifice and the suit were put through the gap, the logs would be removed, sealing them both inside the bell. Suzunomi stood in front of the bell with her hands tied behind her back as though she were a common thief, listening to the mayor with a detached expression. Fuck
That's
you.
my hands behind your back.
What's the chat saying? The curse just works. Deers aren't very smart.
Clearly not.
And Crack Deer's going, Suzuhara divine tribute style!
Fuck off with your selfishness, elderly mayor. Get lost. Get the fuck out of here. Remove yourself from my face right now. I'm getting fucking sick of these guys.
I can't fucking stand.
I can't even look at the screen right now. I'm so fucking
absolutely fucking selfish and just like shameless these fucking villagers are.
These guys, I hate these guys so much right now. Please carry on. Get rid of these guys. Move.
Is Mutsu alright? I cannot see him anywhere. He opposed the village's decision. It would not be surprising if they killed him. He fought to give me a chance to escape. I hope he is alive. Those thoughts were all that occupied Suzunomi's mind. The ritual preparations before her felt so far away. You have no shame. You have no shame. Like, you fucking... Whatever.
Crack Dealer says, I want my hands tied or the other one is going to go down too. I presume you're talking about the monitor.
Garlic bread Xing X'd out. Suzunomi didn't answer. She simply continued spacing out, giving no indication as to whether she'd heard a single word. The mayor rose to his feet and whispered into her ear. Oh, you scummy bastard. You absolutely scummy Is there no fucking limit? Is there no fucking limit to your scummy... Look at that face. Why is he licking his fucking lips?
Why? I've not been fucking looking at the screen, right? You said look at that face. I looked at him and he's the most...
He's fucking licking his lips.
It's not that much, but it's a fucking twisted grin and I'm like, get fucked! Move! Die, shithead!
The mayor didn't overlook Suzunomi's reaction. He was already aware of their relationship, but he decided to take full advantage of it.
Oh please, someone strike this guy with lightning.
Wait, does the mayor have to permit the marriage? What the fuck?
I mean, I don't know what their fucking local customs are regarding that. It's just... Oh, do you know what? Because he's the mayor and Mitsu's from the village.
So he'd be the one that also ministers the marriage, I suppose.
Like registers it, yeah.
Oh, that sucks. Imagine you pissed off the village. You're like, yeah, you can't marry. Get fucked.
本来なら陸奥は村の裏切り者許されぬ罪じゃ
Get lost, you
Oh my
fucking
God.
twat.
Oh.
He's a traitor to the village that would be destroyed if it weren't for the fact that you didn't listen to him in the first place.
あんたが
Also,
生
the
贄を引き受けてくれればそれを許してやっても
Yeah, didn't Suzunomi, didn't she do the ritual to talk to the deer god that allowed them to then get the deers that came and saved them and allowed them to have food?
Yes.
So without her, and she kept coming. Did she not keep coming back because of Mutsu?
She kept coming back because of Mitsu, yes.
So without Mutsu, she might not have came back to be able to help them out, or did she help them out the first time she came? I can't remember.
I don't know.
Either way, Mutsu was an important part of them not dying.
Surviving. Yeah.
Fuck these guys. And without her, they would be dead.
They'd be dead right now.
Yeah.
From starvation, no
The
less.
irony is that Suzunomi should have kept on walking and never came to this fucking village. It would have been better for her.
Yeah, but
Oh wait,
then there'd
Granny
be
was
no
injured. Shit. Crack deal
This is all
big as a
Granny's
point.
fault.
It's all Granny's fault. Suzunomi wept. Shortly thereafter, she raised her head and looked the mayor in the eye. She said, "Fuck you, old man."
わかりました。
That's not what I... yeah.
秘術の生贄をお引き受けいたしまする。
おお
I think he just came in his pants.
ですから
And I jizzed in my pants.
どうかムツの罪だけはお許しください。
The emotional blackmail was a success. And I feel no pleasure in saying that.
Mutsu Crackdeer saying, "I'm always right. Told you I'm always right. I said just off with the granny." Oh. Mutsu finally regained consciousness to the sensation of an insect tickling his nose.
Not pleasant.
He was lying face down in a grove on a steep slope. He'd fallen down said slope while grappling with one of Suzunomi's pursuers. Then he'd hit his head on something and passed out.
And they just left him there. So they don't even know if he's alive or not.
Yeah. But they're saying that if he comes back, I think the thing is, they said if he comes back, he'll get killed. The air was still. Mutsu couldn't sense anyone nearby, no matter how hard he strained his ears. His stomach churned with a horrible sense of dread. If Suzunomi had still been in hiding, the villagers would still be combing the mountain. And if they would have questioned Mutsu on her whereabouts, yet they'd just left him alone. Well, at least he's got half a brain. Mutsu slowly got to his feet, ignoring the aching throughout his body.
It's Suzunome who doesn't have the brain. No, it's Susuhara Suzumu who doesn't have the brain. Mitsu has always been quite a charming, young, intelligent man.
Yeah, Kuxo is bewitched. When he cleared the woods, the abandoned temple on the opposite mountain came into view. Mutsu could see a large crowd of villagers gathered there. Meanwhile, the suit-gathering ritual, which would seal all the cursed suit into Suzunomi, had already begun. As per tradition, the sacrifice would cleanse herself with divine sake and salt. What, they're going to give her divine alcohol and just, like, wash her in it with salt? Nice. Next, she would part with the gods and spirits that protected her, rinsing herself of right and wrong alike. What?
What? What has she done?
What are they doing to her to do that, though? Once her body was spiritually pure, she would smear the soot swept up from across the village all over her. Wait a minute. This is a very specific ritual. Why the fuck do they have such a specific... Why do
That's what I said earlier.
Yeah. Oh my god. Stark naked, amidst the watching villagers, Suzunomi plastered the suit that had blanketed the mountain across her body. Why did the villagers have to see this? Her
Because she's saving them.
Yeah, but they don't have to look at her while she's doing this. They only have to have her porcelain.
It's symbolic. I'm not saying it's good, but it's a look what I'm doing for you sort of thing.
No, but they're all. The point is that she's being made to do this in front of them.
Yes, I know.
I'm pretty sure she's not choosing to do this. Like, oh yeah, I'll just get butt naked in front of you guys.
Well, she had to confirm verbally to the mayor guy that okay, I'll do it. That was apparently part of it.
Yeah, but then he just needs to have a couple of people keep an eye on her while she does the ritual, right? Not the whole village watching her as she gets naked.
Well, as Garlic Bread says, do you think the villagers have a single drop of decency?
This is my point. The villagers need to just...
They have made their point well known. These villagers are so fucking heinous, right, that I want them to go off a cliff in a bus.
Mate, no, that's not enough. I want them...
It's fine, let them die. I don't give a shit how. Just let them die. Fuck them. They have such a waste of space.
Let them have a giant fucking pole rammed so far up their ass it comes out their mouth and then pulled out
I see
again.
You're a fan of Vlad the Impaler.
Yes, and then fucking fire acid down the hole, right? And do that about 1,000 times. Death and rebirth cycle. Fuck these people. Her porcelain skin was stained black with the cursed soot. Yet somehow, it was absorbed into her body and faded in moments. The men observed from a distance. At first they'd been staring scandalously at her, but now they were all seized with tension. So yeah, they were all sitting there perving on her.
Yep. It just keeps getting worse and worse.
Eventually all the soot was gone. Her whole body had absorbed the curse like a sponge. And finally, they reached the last step. She would be sealed into the bell for 3 days and 3 nights in order to seal the curse into her body permanently. Suzunomi nodded to the mayor to let him know she was ready. The mayor nodded back and gestured toward the bell. Cat dealer brings an important point of note. The pole should be melting hot. Yes.
That'll kill him faster, though.
No. This is hell. This is not reality. They have to go through that process about 1,000 times. Death. And
rebirth. I see. You want it to be like one of the curses from Higanbana.
Yes. Suzunomi slowly gazed up at the sky and took one last look at the picturesque scenery of the mountains. Once my body fully takes in this curse, how will the world change? How will this beautiful world look to these cursed eyes? I can tell. This is the last time the wind will feel so pleasant, the air smells so fragrant, the sky gleams so blue. But if it means saving Mutsu and protecting the village he holds so dear, then I shall go
He
through
is
with this.
sorely mistaken with that, and honestly, at that point, you should be questioning your own appraisement of him.
Who? Suzunomi's?
Suzunomi, yeah, it was like sacrifice yourself for my village who are fucking terrible. And killed the deer gods that were allowing them to survive and prosper due to their own sacrifice. A sacrifice which was necessitated through the villagers' own actions because they're fucking shit. So they're shit on multiple levels.
So the problem is Mutsu's
the problem is
village, and he'll be killed. That's the main issue. Otherwise, I think Suzunomi would
but Mutsu is a nice guy and all, right? But fuck him! Find someone else!
I mean, in reality, you would just find someone else, wouldn't you? I don't know, love isn't this strong. I feel in most cases... Oh my god, did you hear there was a story? People were talking about it because there's an article in the newspaper about a woman that was talking about how she left her partner who she was going to marry because he had got some sort of cancer or something like that, and she couldn't...
I think I did hear about this, yeah.
And she just couldn't deal with it. And when I read the article and I've heard some people's takes on it, I get that that's really hard. It's not what you kind of signed up for, and some people just can't deal with that. I get, like, that's fine. She made that decision. It kind of seems a bit shitty, but I've never been in that situation. But it's just how she's like talking about this on a fucking newspaper as if it's like some sort of like good thing she did. I did this. I'm like, why is this in a newspaper article? This is really fucking gross. Why?
It's fucking. It's just self-masturbation of her ego, man.
But yeah, because it's like, look, see, I did a thing. It was tough, but I think it was the right thing. And look at me, agree with me or something. It feels like that. The decision itself, I don't like. In the beginning, I was like, that is shit. But giving me the benefit of the doubt, can you see its touch? I just didn't like that she'd made a fucking news article about it. What the fuck is wrong with people, right? Like, why did you need to tell the world about this? As if you had, like, climbed a mountain or done something good. But anyway.
Self-validation, like I said.
Skin them alive and broadcast... What is it? Pole should be melting hot. Crackdeer saying, skin them alive and broadcast it into the retina. Yeah, he's like Ash, humanity. Wait, who's like Ash?
Mitsu.
No, man. If my local village was being shit, I'd be like, fuck you guys, you're fucking idiots. I disown you. I'm leaving and I'm never coming back. May this village die of fucking hunger and disease and pestilence. Fuck all you people. I wouldn't be sitting there going, anyway. Then I shall go through with this and say farewell to my final attachments to this life. Oh shit, YouTube, don't cancel me. Suzunomi entered the raised bell and sat down. The raised bell, sorry. She then closed her eyes and concentrated. Before long, her senses of sight and hearing were completely sealed away. Amidst that silent world, Suzunomi quietly gave in to her fate.
Yosh. 釣り鐘をかぶせるのじゃ。
3 days later.
The men slowly approached
this
the
is right
bell
now,
with axes in hand. Once they cut the logs hiding the bell up, Suzunomi would be sealed beneath it. Finally, Mutsu rushed into the temple grounds. Panicking, the mayor urged the men to seal the sacrifice away before it was too late. You better do something, Mutsu, you fucking asshole. But his cries failed to reach the woman who'd accepted her fate and closed off her heart.
The techno music is playing.
You know, shit's getting real when it's techno music time in a Ryukishi visual novel.
Uh-huh.
A group of nearby men rushed Mutsu in an attempt to hold them back. Right, dodge him with your super dodge moves. Fucking bastard.
You told... Whatever. What am I even complaining for?
Mutsu tossed aside the men grappling with him one after the next, his face a mask of demonic fury.
Thank you.
Fuck
him up.
Yeah, though they far outnumbered him, the men faltered at his feats of superhuman strength. His blows had knocked out their front teeth, leaving them clutching their broken wrists and groaning as they writhed about. Nice. Yeah, piss yourself, you fucking scum.
Mutsu, please punch this guy. Specifically.
Yeah, take out the leader.
I fucking hate this guy so much.
The men gripping Mutsu were tossed back. Oh shit, this is like Triple R. Everyone knew Mutsu. Mate. That
I know I need to watch that.
It's a satisfying movie. It is a satisfying as
I know
fuck.
I need to watch that.
Cathartic. Everyone knew Mutsu boasted of his strength, but his power at this moment was beyond their wildest imaginations. The adrenaline was all it took to overpower the men. Nothing could stand in Mutsu's way. Nothing but the giant bell they were trying to seal Suzunomi in. But in a cruel twist of fate, the bell hit the ground and shook the earth with a heavy roar, trapping Suzunomi inside. Yet Mutsu's charge could not be stopped. In fact, his legs started hitting the ground harder and faster. He put all his might into his toes and kicked off the ground so intensely it nearly shattered beneath him. What the fuck? After that, he entrusted his fists with his whole desire to save Suzunomi. And with a thunderous howl, he swung that fist filled with his very heart and soul. Oh! Everyone around heard the crack of the sky being torn asunder. That sound had been Mutsu's fist striking the bell.
He summoned thunder.
Could he truly break through the giant mass of bronze with his bare fist? Could such a miracle truly unfold?
Find out next time
on Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, that's how every fucking episode ended.
Which was fucking awesome. No one would have been surprised if it did indeed shatter. That was a testament to the drive behind Mutsu's punch. Could you not use that strength to, like, try and topple it over somehow?
It's like, oh, that was a bad idea. My head! No!
But then Mutsu slowly fell to his knees. He gripped his trembling fist, now gushing blood. It was broken. It was hardly a wonder. How could a fist ever smash through such a thick hunk of metal? You just need to go Super Saiyan, what are you talking about? But his drive had been so fierce, it almost seemed possible. Mate, he clearly doesn't know the divine tribute style punch. Get good, Mutsu, you suck.
Well, Suzumu fucking perfected it over years and loops, right?
Suzumu, the shithead version of Mutsu was able to do it. Clearly Mutsu should be able to. Mutsu wept and groaned as he clung to the bell. He then braced his legs as if trying to wrestle a great tree, but the bell didn't even budge. Mate, get good at the gym. Mutsu no longer had the vigor to bring about a miracle. All that was left was the futile struggling of a feeble man who'd exhausted everything he had.
Oh. You know, I'm glad it's not realistic in that sense. Scarlet Predect says, imagine being trapped inside a big bell and then some idiot punches it so hard your eardrums explode.
Yeah, that would have been well fucking loud.
It would have been dark, but at the same time, it would disrupt the sacrifice. So these villagers can fucking eat it.
It would have woken the dead. Mate, you know what he should do? He should kill the mayor.
This has been a really, really trying episode.
Mate, this whole village has been trying on my patience. I'll give credit to Mutsu. Mate, he kicked some ass to get there.
Jeez.
Mate, understandable. Mutsu screamed once again, but it possessed none of the gallant spirit of his previous roar. Merely the sorrowful howl of a wounded wolf.
This hurts the soul.
Mutsu,
Please, just fucking let something good happen.
Mutsu started staggering away. The men cleared a path. The mayor had ordered him to kill him, but Mutsu's soul was already dead. Even if only faintly, the men pitied the pathetic sight of a man who'd failed to save his beloved.
Mutsu! 次に姿を見せるときは容赦なく撃つぞ
I would, at this point, take up the nearest fucking pole and ram it through his face.
Through his face. Shove it up his ass, man.
Mutsu didn't respond. Maybe he hadn't even heard him. He just continued,
ignore him.
Weeping as he disappeared down the mountain path, racked with despair. That was the last time the villagers ever saw Mutsu. What? He didn't even come back to see Suzunomi, to see how she was after the ritual? It's a bit... Well, at least we're away from that bullshit time. After 3 days and nights had... Oh, no, we're not. After 3 days and nights had passed, the bell was moved aside, revealing the pitiful state of the sacrifice. She's not had anything to eat or drink for 3 days. She should be dead. Her eyes were dim and unfocused, truly as though she'd transformed into a cursed puppet that only existed to breathe. Ooh, quick save. From that day onward, Suzunomi forever drifted the sea between nightmares and reality. Having lost all her spiritual defences, she was like a bonfire on a cold, dark night for evil spirits. Seeking fresh warmth, they swarmed her one after another, subjecting her soul to a chain of grief, suffering, envy, and anger. No one apart from her could ever understand what sort of terrifying hell tormented her being. To them, it just looked like she was merely spacing out.
よいか、皆の衆。この女子に我らの村の呪いがすべて封じ込められておる。
Right, fuck this, I'm out.
もしこの女子の身に何かがあれば、呪いは再び解き放たれてしまうのじゃ。
ムツが奪いに来るやもしれん。
悲観して二人して心中などされたらたまらぬぞ。
それだけは何としても避けねばならぬ。それに突然我に返って受水でもされてはたまらぬのでな。牢を作るのじゃ。そこにこやつを閉じ込めておけば安泰というもの。
Oh my god. Raptor is saying, oh god, oh boy, imagine being the children of this village, witnessing what your elders did. Yeah. The mayor had promised the sacrifice would be treated courteously for the rest of her life. Yet from that day onward, she was treated like a mere criminal. They brought Suzunomi to a cave and imprisoned her there. She wasn't allowed to live or die. All she could do was suffer from those nightmares until the end of her days came. No one repaid her for her sacrifice. Instead,
I've returned.
Did you?
I've got a drink.
You're like, fuck this. I need a drink, mate.
No joke, I actually did.
Mate, it just gets fucking worse. No one repaid her for her sacrifice. Instead, they acted like she was a pariah. This was the start of their 1,000-year living hell. Suzunomi slowly rose to her feet in the dark cave.
They turned her into Toei, that's how bad it is.
Or this is how Toei became Toei. Her eyes shone just like those of the sacred deer.
人にね、小尺なことを。すすだきの秘術にて我を封じるとは、どこまでも小尺な。だが、人の子の術など永遠に続きはせぬ。
The spell required each generation to birth a child as a sacrifice to pass the cursed suit onto, but the divine curse knew that the spell wasn't perfect.
いいだろう、人にどもよ。この女子に子を産ませ、その子にまた子を産ませ、飽きるまで代々を繰り返すがよい。だが、そなたらは忘れているのではないか。人の子は一人では子を作れぬことを。
Yes. During the age of gods, all the land was governed by those divine beings. The children of man had crept into them and eventually taken all the regions for themselves. Most of the lenient gods had accepted this as the start of a new age and conceded their lands to the children of men. But not all of them were in accord. Their rage turned into cursed soot that erupted from their sacred mountains and rained all across the nation, signaling the end of the age of gods. As a result, all children of men from then on out were born with a speck of cursed soot in them. That was mankind's original sin, taking the gods' country for their own.
すすだきの生贄の子にはその両親のすすがすべて受け継がれる。すなわち生贄と夫婦になった者のすすを代々取り込み続け、我はどこまでも肥大し続けるのだ。やがて膨れ上がった膨大なすすにすすだきの秘術は破れ、我は解放されるだろう。その時こそが六神彦の命の呪いが下される時。
But what's the point? The original villagers that fucked you over are dead. They had their life, they won.
我こそは六神彦の命の呪いなり、愚かなりし人を
This must be a cultural thing where they're like, oh no, but the village as a whole is still suffering. I'm like, it's a different village now. It's different people, different culture, different time. Same old
しば
pissed
し
off
の
gods
間
though.
はこの体におとなしく封じられていようぞ。しかしこれより幾百年をかけて我はさらなるすすを集め、その怒りを呪いをはるかに高める。
Your plan is flawed. The
そ
reasoning is
して
terrible.
この身に蓄えうる最大限のすすを宿らせしとき、山はうめき、大地はおののき、灼熱の炎がすべてを焼き尽くす、この世の地獄を権限させようぞ。
Alright,
To
so
the wrong people.
yeah, it's basically, I mean, it's bad on both sides, right? These villagers are clearly, like, are this absolute fucking scum of the earth. But this vengeful god has gotten so twisted that they're just like, I'm just
Fuck
gonna
everyone.
fuck
Yeah.
everyone.
I can understand that. I can understand that. But tell me, what has Kanae done to deserve this? Riria. Tsubakiko. They
No,
don't deserve any of this.
was anyone beyond this village done to deserve this? I mean, maybe some other people have fucked over the gods in their land, right? But the whole of humanity, like, that's the point. This is twisted, right? And this is like fucked up in its own way. Because it's like, oh yeah, I'll just wait until their great ancestors. But the point is, the people who screwed you are living
Are
their
dead
lives.
and gone.
No, but they're right now, they're living their lives and they've imprisoned you. This is fucking cope, right? This just feels like cope.
Yeah. Copium, yeah. Solid copium. Valak Bredek says the villagers didn't care about baby deer. I'm sure the gods don't care about the villagers' descendants either. Good point. That is a good point, actually.
But where's the closure for the god? Like, oh, I got back their descendants, but they're already, like, I don't...
それでこそ
It's the next best thing, isn't it?
兄上様たちの悲しみを癒せるというもの。
Mate,
兄上様、必ずやこの上なき地獄の権限をお約束いたしまする。
nothing worse than a woman scorned. A child of man's scale of time was nothing but a drop in the bucket compared to the span of a divine curse. The curse would rest for centuries until it could expand no further. The foolish children of men thought they had sealed the curse away with their ritual, but in reality it was merely incubating in the sacrifice until it was ready to hatch.
しばしの別れだ、人にどもよ。次に我が目覚めるとき、この地に恐るべき災いをもたらすことを約束しようぞ。
Kratdir saying, it's history, you suffer for what your ancestors did, and Garlic Bread X brings a point, says they don't want justice, just revenge.
Just revenge. The problem is that revenge without justice won't satisfy.
No, but you won't know that until you commit the revenge, right? That's the problem. You never fully appreciate that, because you cannot accept that until you've committed your revenge, and then you
Vengeance.
realize that, wait, this feels
Empty.
and then you go, oh, what was the point of any of this? And then you fucking, yeah, that's the problem. You have to have been able to do it.
Oh, I wasted 1,000 years on this.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's not going to get 1,000 years worth of closure.
Satisfaction.
Yeah. I heard the cave's lattice doors creaking open. Someone was probably bringing me food. Since I spent nearly the entire day plagued by hauntings, it was rare that I was conscious for when meals arrived. Normally I would just come to, only to find the food already there. That was the living hell that I, the sacrifice, was subjected to. Meals were the only ordinary part of my life. They probably felt they couldn't afford to let me do anything else in the off chance I fell ill. However, something felt different about the person bringing food this day. I could tell they were holding their breath and treading carefully.
It's Mutsu.
Obviously. Who was it? When I saw him, I gasped.
Matsu.
Sorry I took about 10 years.
静かに。
My legs had withered and atrophied. They're also going to try and get to get a kid out of her. I want you to think about the implications of that. But I managed to stagger to my feet. Mutsu dashed over and helped me up.
遅くなって。ごめん。
Yeah, you should be sorry. What the fuck took you so long?
いいの。来てくれてありがとう。
I buried my face in his chest and quietly wept for a short while.
Behind a cage?
I think he got the key. I'm assuming he got into the cage. I don't know. Maybe he was right. Maybe he was too late. There was no way to rid my body of the cursed soot. No way to save me from the world of nightmares. And yet he'd come for me.
Surely Granny's book has got another page that can help you out.
Do you think that's going to be the twist of the main story, that they find this this book and it has like, oh, by the way, there's a cure on the next page. No one thought to look at it. and Susan.
By the way, the warnings should come before. What is it? The warnings come after the curse, whatever it is. Spell.
Oh, by the way, don't do this. It's pretty bad. It doesn't actually work. There were occasions where I awakened from the hauntings. What bliss it was that Mutsu had come to me at such a time.
行こう。交代の見張りがいつ来るかもわからない。
私のために無茶をしてくれたのですね。
Garlic Bread X is saying, we still need to learn about the origin of the dolls and the tree punching martial arts. Yes, we do actually. Crack Dealer says, as you do. Punching was something his father just made up.
I wonder if his father passed it down. I mean, his grandfather passed it to his father or something. Though I don't know, but I could totally see it as being something his father just made
大
up.
したことじゃないさ。さあ、行こう。歩ける。
I started walking, with Mutsu guiding me by the hand. The
I
door,
start hearing wind and feel nervous.
the door to the cave was wide open. I never believed I'd leave there alive. The sunlight was blinding. I couldn't keep my eyes open. But I could feel the fresh open air against my skin. The scent of nature brought back memories.
大丈夫。
目がくらんで。
かわいそうに。ずっと暗いところにいたから。
How long has she been there?
もう大丈夫です。
A while.
Once I opened my eyes, a sight from long ago flooded into me. What I found was not the
It was a
outdoors,
dream.
but rather a stone room. Huh? Wait, what was I? What?
What the fuck? How long is it gonna keep going? Ah, it's finished.
All my blood went cold at the ear-splitting scream of agony. The room was like a smithy. A naked man was hanging upside down from the ceiling. His face, stained in blood, was... What? Then who was holding my hand? I turned around hard to discover the man next to me was no longer Mutsu. That uncanny figure was shirtless, muscular, tall, and wearing a hemp cloth around his face. That wasn't Mutsu. That wasn't Mutsu at all. Then who? Who was he? I tried shaking him off, but his grip was like a vice. He grabbed me from behind, leaving me unable to move. He held my jaw in place, preventing me from turning my head. At that moment, I finally comprehended the repulsive sight before my eyes. Mutsu was naked and hanging upside down from the ceiling. His legs were strung wide open. The other man took a saw, approached his exposed groin, and...
Yeah, that's... He didn't deserve this, man. So they cut him in half.
Sawed through his pelvis from his thigh upward. The sickening drone of thick pelvic bones being cleaved through like logs echoed throughout the room. Mutsu shrieked with agony with each sharp crunch of bone. I couldn't look away. The man was keeping a firm grip on my jaw, so I'd be forced to watch. Eventually, Mutsu's pelvis was split perfectly in two, and his thighs spread further than I believed possible. The man continued sawing away, and before long Mutsu's guts came pouring out in a convulsing pile. Even so, Mutsu still wasn't dead. He vomited blood and continued his chilling screams.
Unfortunately, this is legit.
What?
Oof, this is legit. That they kept them upside down to keep them alive longer because the blood goes to the head.
Always good to know, Cooksoul, that you have that piece of it. Right, 1 second. I just need to go and check on something on that fucking... God, fuck this game.
Yeah, let us stir with that mental image for a while.
Let that percolate for a couple of minutes. Back in a minute.
Oh, God. Oh. That's more grim than any... Guys, I shouldn't have come back. I should have stayed away when I went to get my drink. Oh. I don't like this anymore. Oh, Rikishi, why? Why are you doing this to us? Why are you doing this to Mitsu? What is wrong with you? I love you, man, but fuck me. You torture your characters. Guys in the chat, let's see. You need a smoke break, even though you've been smoking too much. Yeah. You think we're reaching the peak for this game? Possibly. I'm aware that Loopy ducked out because this game was getting upsetting, and man, if only we had such foresight. God, this is upsetting me in ways that I didn't even know I was still capable of being upsetting. Man. Fuck. I'm actually speechless. I don't know what to say. This is just... They didn't deserve this. No one deserved this. Surely it... Crack Dealer says, surely it can't get much worse. Copium. I can't imagine how it would get worse than this, and yet somehow I know it will. Throughout all of this, I'm reflecting on the fact that, as Ash has said, the fucking villagers get away with it. Because the curse manifests centuries down the line, a millennia down the line, and at that point, who fucking cares? They don't deserve it. None of the people who are younger deserve this. The descendants don't deserve this. It's the fucking ancestors who deserve to get fucked by whatever the curse was going to do, right? And yet they don't suffer anything. Or at least we ain't seen them suffer anything yet. I want them to fucking suffer. I want them to die horribly, just like Mutsu died horribly. But no, right now we're gonna have to stir with this horrendous pain and gut-wrenching terror that we feel right now.
That's me back. Let me just check the chat. I don't smoke regularly, but I need a smoke break. I get you, Carl Crap Dealer. Galbert X says, why? Just why? I know. This is gratuitous, Ryukishi. Come on. Crap Dealer is saying, and I'm not talking about the violence per se, I'm talking about the amount of them getting fucked over. Crap is saying, yeah, I think we're reaching the peak for this game. I should have broken both of them.
Yeah.
Surely it can't get much worse. Copium. And fuck this, I was going to start brightening happy-go-lucky manga. Gut-wrenching, literally. Albert X is saying, no amount of suffering will be enough to pay for what Mutsu and Suzunomi went through. So do you know when Toei was saying I waited 1,000 years, you don't know the pain? But then funny, I mean, yeah, because Suzumu is the ancestor, descendant of Mutsu, so like he's not suffered the way Mutsu, and then like,
and that's what I'm saying. I'm like, at that point, who fucking cares? None of them are the same people who were involved in this. They had nothing to do with the original curse, nor the original village, or whatever the fuck those guys did before or after this tale. Like, what the fuck?
Do you think with Toei that she gets reincarnated rather than she's a different person?
I'm actually fucking pissed off, right? And the only way I will be satisfied is if this curse works the way it does, like time travel does in The Flash, where it affects time backwards as well as forwards.
I have decided, Ryukushi, this is not right? I'm refusing to accept this level of like them getting fucked over and the villagers not being directly fucked over. They need some
kind of comeuppance. Rikishi, you haven't let me down yet with an ending, apart from like Higurashi Satsu. But your endings generally have some kind of uplifting positivity to them, and people who suck generally get some kind of comeuppance. Please let that happen here. Please, right. It's all I'm asking.
Everyone, mentally prepare. We're going back.
I implore you.
Right, everyone, mentally prepare yourself. We're going back in.
Oh god, we're not even out of the scene yet.
I know. I thought we were.
I was hoping we'd have cut to something else.
Another nightmare.
Oh, was that real? Oh, fuck me.
I could no longer tell dream from reality. It seemed like I'd regained consciousness for real this time, but this had to be the start of yet another nightmare. I was sure of it. I couldn't allow myself to hope for Mutsu's arrival ever again. If I did, the evil spirits would just prey on that and continue to show me those sorts of gruesome nightmares. Besides, this was probably the beginning of a new nightmare anyway. I couldn't let my guard down, and assumed I'd returned to reality. In fact, a new nightmare was already beginning. I heard several people approaching.
Wait, so that wasn't real then?
No,
it's just like something out of Eternal Darkness, just a random scene played to horrify you.
Yes.
Well, it was fucking effective!
It was. It really was. The door creaked open, and 3 of the watchmen appeared. I knew all too well how this particular nightmare went.
Oh, 今日は目を覚ましておるぞ。
I don't think this is a nightmare.
意識がある時の方が
I had that feeling already.
良いからの。なあ、本当に大丈夫なのか。こんな女、触れただけで呪いがこっちに移ってしまいそうじゃ。
Yeah, fuck off.
その心配はない。安心せえ。肝っ玉の小さいやつじゃ。
They surrounded me with vulgar smiles. It was that same nightmare again.
生贄は短命。何年も生きられんのじゃ。
Yeah, I figured it'd be something like this.
死ぬ前に 赤子にすすを引き継がねばならぬからな。
Fuck off with your bullshit laugh. Oh, why are you talking like that, you cunt? I swear.
Yes, this had to be that same nightmare. So long as I hardened my heart, I'd wake from it eventually. The stench of the men's sweat and the rotten breath tormented me. Autumn arrived. With it came a modest harvest, and the village finally obtained hope of escaping the famine. By this point, some villagers had even forgotten all about the cursed soot that had rained upon their village, but the mayor and the elders were convinced of the undeniable existence of Rokugama Hiko no Himikoto's curse. They had only had a single day to prepare for the sacrifice ritual. Because of that, they'd focused on gathering the soot where it lay thickest and had failed to remove it from several places. Those locations underwent visible change. According to ancient writings, it was said that akubia vines laughed that first autumn. A village girl who'd gone to the forest on the outskirts of the village to reap for the autumn harvest discovered a clump of akubia vines. The writings claimed that when she reached out for the vines, they all laughed at the same time.
That's it? That's the fucking curse? Some vines that laugh? Come on!
Furthermore, they went on to say that one of them bit off part of the girl's left earlobe.
So they manifested Mike Tyson. Thank you.
Yet another writing mentioned bats who could speak in human tongues settling on the mountain.
This curse is weak, man! Come on!
They threw slander at the children playing in the mountains and led them astray with familiar whispers.
Oh no, it whispers to the children. Like, fucking come on, man. What is this shit?
Late at night, they would come to the village and disrupt the villagers' slumber with their voices.
Oh no, it woke me up. What is this? Come on! Where's the torment?
These depictions were too fantastical to be anything but figurative. Yet Hinagata believed that literal monsters had truly arisen.
Hinagata? The teacher?
The cursed suit robbed one of their spiritual defenses. Put simply, it made them easy target for evil spirits.
Weak ones?
It was likely the plants and animals born in the areas where soot remained had been possessed by such spirits and become monsters. Afterwards, the forest they lived in was burned to the ground and all the monsters were exterminated. However, with that, the villagers understood exactly what the soot's curse was. They learned that if the sacrifice died and the seal were broken, then the soot would unleash an abomination beyond their wildest dreams on the town. Suzunomi withered away day after day. There were many days where she never woke up or ate at all. If she starved to death, then the seal would be broken. Thus, she had to have a child and pass on the curse before that.
You know, you could just fucking treat her nicely for the fucking shit she's done for you. Give her some respect and allow her to have a child with the person she would actually care about. You know, for the fucking perseverance of your own village. But no, you fall back into your cuntish ways. Now, what is wrong with these people?
This is a Ryukishi novel. Ryukishi is going, like, making them shittier than shit. At this point, Suzunomi was already with child.
With a child?
With child, the term. Nobody cared who the father was. Because those nightmares weren't nightmares.
Nah, they were not nightmares. And, you know, I'm willing to believe that Mitsusine was also not a nightmare. She just thinks it might have been. Or copium.
Then winter came, followed by spring. Suzunomi gave birth to a baby girl, and immediately afterwards, Suzunomi passed away. Almost as though her newborn daughter had absorbed both her curse and her life. Right.
So we know that the child because of Toei, we know that each child has only 30 years of life to them, right?
Something like that, yeah.
Right. Okay. So it started immediately then.
Her labour was difficult to the bitter end. Her body was subjected to every sort of agony possible. Upon her death, her face was warped with anguish like a hideous demon's. Her daughter was adorable, the very spitting image of her mother. So much so that her wet nurses doubted she was truly cursed. But once she turned 7, her hauntings began.
They looked after the child.
At least. She lost herself and wasted away, all traces of her former loveliness but a memory. Like her mother, the girl's treatment changed to that befitting of a cursed sacrifice. And once she came of age, the men of the village used her as their plaything. She was impregnated so the curse could be passed on, and as soon as she had her baby, she passed away. Strangely enough, the child was always a girl, and she would always grow up to be the spitting image of Suzunomi. Writings by the Kurokami's ancestors suggested that Suzunomi, the first sacrifice, was reincarnated into the child of each following generation. If that were indeed the truth, it was a fate far too cruel. She would blossom until she came of age, was violated, forced to suffer agony unimaginable in labour until she finally birthed her daughter and died. That was her eternal curse. That was the living hell from which she had no escape.
Wait, is it like the same spirit each time? Because she seems to be like a reincarnation of herself every time.
That's what they're saying. You know, I was talking about getting a pole, fucking them over and having them do that over 1,000 times.
Yeah.
It's basically she's getting a version of that, and that's why I think she instantly dies when the kid is born, because she's like reincarnated straight away.
That is odd, to say the least.
That is also extremely fucked up, and it explains her saying, "I have waited for 1,000 years."
It's also what happened with Piccolo in Dragon Ball, now that I think about it. But anyway.
Though the ancestors of the Kurokamis did it to protect the village from the curse, the black arts they resorted to were horrifying. However, once fate's gears were in motion, they could not be stopped. In order to keep the soot from covering the land, Suzunomi and her descendants had to endure an eternal hell of endless suffering. Around the early 17th century or so, the sacrifice's condition suddenly changed. Something about her was clearly wrong compared to all the others depicted in the Kurokami's records. She would grip her swollen stomach as she foamed from the mouth, begging someone to kill her.
腹の中で巨大な石がゴロゴロと転がり続ける痛みなど聞いたことがありませぬ。
Yeah, that is weird.
人の病気ではありますまい。
Oh, thanks a lot, Doctor. Nice to see your medical degree is well helping out.
まさにすすの色。恐ろしいや。六神彦の御事の呪いは時代を経てますますに強くなっているというのか。
Yeah, that's what she'd said.
You keep doing this throughout the ages?
What?
This village. The descendants are fucked up as well.
Keep doing what? Having her impregnated?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they've been saying. The hauntings had gone out of control, and there were ominous soot-coloured bruises swelling across the girl's abdomen. The two men looked into the tomb of black arts that had been stolen from Suzunomi when she was sacrificed.
So the book survived.
When they did, they hypothesized that the soot had grown with each generation, was now about to reach its limit. If this kept up, the soot would grow too powerful for the sacrifice to bear and would burst out of her. The girl was facing hellish anguish from the swollen soot seeking to explode out of her.
それはできぬ。
Garlic Bread X is asking, how did Mutsu get a descendant then? Or is Suzumu merely a reincarnation and not related by blood?
Honestly, both could be true. Like, he could be related by blood if Mutsu had a family member and that family member had a descendant. I mean, we haven't really seen what happened to Mutsu aside from hypothesizing that that scene was what actually happened to him. Hasn't said yes or no.
The girl desperately sought release from her living hell, but the family head coldly denied her that mercy.
その腹の子を産み、呪いを引き継ぐのがお前の役目。出産まであと2月。耐えるのだ。そうすれば、お前も母たちのもとで安らかに暮らせるぞ。
Once you have your child, you'll be released from your suffering. Those were the words each family head said to each sacrifice every generation. So, one thing I've got to wonder, each of these toys or Suzunomes, right, have only one child and then they die.
Cursed children.
Right?
Yes, I know where you're going with this.
So, the family head is not related to her.
No.
It can't be her father, right? Or maybe it could actually.
They said they don't care who the father is, unless they figured out a way of working it out.
If it's her father, did her father have a mistress, or did her father impregnate the cursed one? But also
how did Riria, Kanae, and Tsubakiko get their own curses? As well as Hinagata, whatever her name is.
Which one's Hinagata?
Teacher.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, how did they get their cursed soot then? If this is like a reincarnation thing.
Because there's other soot. Remember, they said the soot from the deer god isn't the only one.
All right. Let's carry on. Maybe something happens here. Maybe they split it somehow.
Those were the words each family head said to each sacrifice every generation. Of course, they all knew just how agonizing her end would be.
Oh wait, maybe one of... I just remembered, didn't Hinagata say one of the cursed people had quintuplets?
Oh yeah, she did say that.
Yes, this is what you wanted.
No. They want to contain the suit, they don't want it to get stronger.
Well, what can they do about that?
Well, it's not supposed to get stronger. So what happened was the deer god said that other people have suit from other gods, right? Everyone's got a piece of soot in them. So every time she is impregnated, the child will inherit the soot from her mother, but also
and
from her father,
yes.
and so it slowly grows.
It's just going to keep going. Yeah, I understood that.
So the point that they've chosen this dumb fuck, right, for Toei, is that he doesn't have any soot in him, and this is, I think, the thing that they have decided upon.
Wait, wasn't this the 17th century? This
not this one. I'm talking about current day.
Yeah,
Toei,
I get
right?
current day. I get that. Oh wait, hang on.
So they found a way to combat. So at this point, these guys talking here have went, oh shit, we can't just like pick anyone to impregnate her. We need to pick someone who has no suit in them, so that the child doesn't inherit more suit.
This is an allegory for inbreeding.
If you want, yeah. Crackdy was saying, didn't it all start since Suzumu came here? Maybe he brought the suit. If Suzumu has a child, if Suzumu impregnates Toei, it will be really bad because he has a lot of soot.
He has a lot of soot, and she has a lot of soot, and the resulting child will be.
Which is why when he gets close,
it'll just be straight up soot just coming out of
He doesn't even need to impregnate them. I mean, you've seen how the gods have like burst out of Riria.
Yes.
And
was it Riria? Yeah, that was fucked up, man.
So we've already
it's like Alien.
Yes.
Oh god.
こやつとて
Wait, we didn't see what happened with
年
that.
まで持たせるのにどれほど苦労したか。下手をすれば次の子は子を産む前に死んでしまうやもしれぬ。そのようなことがあればこの地に大いなる災いが起こる。それだけは許されぬのだ。
Oh, for fuck's sake.
He gives 0 fucks about her. He's still saying it.
見つけたぞ。これならなんとかなるかもしれぬ。
The curse wasn't the only thing the Kurakami family had inherited over the centuries. There was also the Black Arts tomb taken from Suzunomi. In it, the head discovered a certain spell.
汚れた赤子を身ごもったとき、その汚れを薄めることができる術だ。腹の中の胎児を増やし、それぞれに汚れを分けることで薄めることができるという。
Oh, that's how it happened.
なんと、つまり双子を産ませる術というわけですか。
生贄の数を増やすことになるが、背を腹には変えられぬ。
Yeah, kick the problem down the road.
この術で、こやつの腹の中の子を増やしてすすを分け薄めるのだ。
No one knew for what purpose the spell had originally been created. Yeah.
For more kids, man. It's obvious that's what it does.
Perhaps those who had devised the suit-sealing ritual had foreseen an outcome like this and thus came up with a countermeasure.
If these fucking rituals exist, right, this must have happened before in the past.
Yeah. The spell made a mockery of life, and yet the head didn't hesitate to use it. He waited until the girl reached her final month of pregnancy. Then he placed her on an altar surrounded by eerie candles. Okay. Once he was ready, he recited...
Wait a minute! He waited until the final month of pregnancy to do a ritual that gives birth to more than one child?
Apparently so, that's how he decided
That's
that.
not how fucking twins work!
Mate. It's a magic ritual, not science. Apparently that's how it works. Once he was ready, he recited the ancient cursed words.
The ancient cursed words.
This man wants to make a new anime.
Wow, this person really doesn't give a shit.
I want you to take note that nobody gives a fuck about Suzunomi or the Suzunomi child. They all treat them like utter shit, which explains the whole fiance thing and them not caring about how the guy's treating her.
Also, I will also say, I am less angry about this curse being unleashed on these people now. I still don't think the characters like Tsubakiko, Kanae, Riria, and the rest of them deserve this. But at the same time, the villagers are still fucked up somehow.
Yeah, but those girls...
They just seem to be reincarnating themselves as well.
The girls are just... they're just like reincarnations in the sense of Suzunomi. Not reincarnation, sorry, descendants of Suzunomi, but different.
They are?
Yeah. The girl's swollen stomach distorted from the inside like a bubbling cauldron, almost like a monster were trying to eat its way out of her. The unfettered pain was too much for the girl to bear, and she finally passed out, foaming at the mouth. The family head continued reciting the cursed words. At that moment, there was a splash of blood followed by the cries of babies. The heads of several babies burst out of their mother's abdomen. Suffering from agony untold in any era, the girl convulsed and passed away.
Yeah, you popped her like a balloon. Well done, you.
The
Are
eternal...
you an idiot? Are you an idiot, sir? You haven't tested this theory. Potentially, you could have 5 children with the same amount of fucking cursed soot.
The eternal hell would never end. She would be kept alive in it until the end of time, all in order to keep the curse sealed. But she accepted her fate, for her eternal suffering meant preventing a calamity. What? She believed by doing so, she was protecting the happiness of many.
近代に入ってから黒髪家で火事があって、その際に秘術を記した書物は消失したそうよ。
Oh wow.
The Tome of Black Arts.
Though the curse was sealed, it was also the cause of the sacrifice's ever-growing suffering.
Garlic Bread X asks, was the evil laughter necessary? Yes, it was.
To make
because I was feeling that these people did not deserve the curse being brought upon them. Now I feel that they do. Having said that, I'm still not fully satisfied because the original village elders need to suffer.
For some reason, Suzumu felt like the loss of that tomb had been another form of divine punishment, albeit mild and belated.
ということは、もう5つ子の邪法は使えないということ。
Good.
呪いのすすは世代を重ねるごとに増え続ける。つまり、やがてもう一度破綻を迎えるということ。
Wait, does that mean all 5 of them are going to die before they hit 30?
Potentially.
Couldn't the
Wait a
other...
minute, what about the teacher? How old is she?
Is there anything that tells us this? No, I've looked at this before. I haven't had to see if there's anything.
Yeah, there's nothing there. No tips or nothing.
そして、その破綻の時はもう遠くないかもしれないの。父ちゃんはお腹の中に大きな石がいくつも転がるような違和感を覚えると言っている。
She's not pregnant though.
No, that's the suit itself.
それは
Alright.
まさか
Wait.
おそらくは破綻の兆し。5つ子の邪法が失われた以上、もう生贄からすすを減らす術は存在しない。
Wait, you thought an idea would be to do the quintuplet spell again? Hinagata, what the fuck is wrong with you?
No, I mean, I think she's suggesting that that might have been an option they might have used.
Yes, and I'm saying that's an option. And I'm saying that's an option that shouldn't have been used in the first place, even if it was available to them.
できることは、すすをこれ以上一粒たりとも増やさぬことだけ。
Yep.
黒髪家は考えたの。ひょっとしたら父親からすすを取り込んでいるのではないかって。
Yep.
それで言い名付けを。
察しがいいわね。そういうこと。トエちゃんには相手の持つすすが見えるらしいの。
Yeah, and Suzumu has a shit ton.
Which is why she's like, no, fuck this guy, no way, no way.
Why do you look like Mutsu? But also, why do you have all the fucking suit? I finally understood why Toei was engaged. She had been looking for someone without any suit in order to keep the suit within her from growing. And finally, she found that someone in Sho Kaminuma.
God damn it, why'd it have to be him?
Because the fucking... This whole visual novel has fucking shitheads as key people that are important in the story.
It should just be called Suffering the VN.
Isn't that every Ryukishi novel?
It really is. All of his are stories of suffering, torment, and pain. But usually there's some sort of hope at the end. Somewhere.
Maybe we'll get something. The suit within her was already reaching its limit, so she needed a fiancé without even a single speck of it. Virtually everyone was born with a speck or two of soot in them. Someone completely free of that was 1 in a million.
亀沼くんの素行は黒髪家もよく知ってるわ。でも他に代わりがいないの。
Don't make it sound like they care.
目をつむる他はない。
Don't make it sound like they care. They don't look like they give a shit. She didn't even have the freedom to love who she wanted. She was kept alive only to marry a man she didn't love so she could pass the curse she carried within down to her child, unable to bask in the joys of adolescence. Mate, we're not just talking about Toei, we're talking about thousands of years or hundreds of years
of bullshit
of people suffering the same fate.
戦後からは人権意識の高まりもあり、
kicking the can down the road for 1,000 years
かなり良識的に
Because of a handful of absolute fucking idiots. And literally one night of debauchery.
Public awareness of human rights rose after the war, World War II obviously, and as a result the subsequent heads of the Kurokami family have been much kinder. Are you fucking kidding me?
Because of awareness of human. Not because they're just like decent people. What the absolute fuck?
Oh, we were terrible during World War II. We should be nicer to people. Right, yeah, fuck off. Piss off.
Is this them trying to like make the current family not look like complete and utter shitheads? But if they, so this is the thing, right? For there to be a head of the Kurokami family, and for that head to have another head, right, as a descendant. But if your only kid that you're having is a kid of Suzunomi, right, the cursed one, then how do you have a descendant? Do you just, as Suzunomi, like the mistress, and then you have the main wife who will have the kid that inherits the family?
They didn't give a shit who the father was. I assumed that was carrying on through the ages.
Apparently now they do though. If they have so much trouble trying to find a guy without suit, why not move to another city or even another country? Apparently everyone in the world has the suit, and like the probability of getting one that doesn't is the same everywhere.
They've imported this fucker from the next town.
Yeah, but like whether you're here or in another town, because the suit, there's a suit specific to this area, which is the deer god.
And there's
one.
a generic suit.
Yeah,
like,
all the other gods.
People, yeah.
As the god, yeah. So everyone has
but
it.
Like that's why I'm like, how the fuck does this kid, who pervs and is an absolute twat, have none at all?
Because it's nothing to do with the person themselves. It's just a probability thing. Like, why are you born? Why was that person born to be 6'4" and I'm just like 5'1"? You know, like, and then the 5'1" person is like a really nice person from birth, whereas the 6'4" person is a complete and utter dickhead, and just yeah.
More likely, the 5'1" person is the dickhead, and the 6'4" person is just really nice.
Look at this hiatus bullshit. Anyway.
トイちゃんにもせめて人並みの人生を感じてもらえるよう学校にも行かせてる。
Oh, what a fucking revelation that was.
To be fair, compared to the previous people that we've came across, the previous quote-unquote fathers, who have literally just kept them fucking caged or at home, I suppose that is better.
早ければ20歳を迎える前には出産しなければならないもの。
Wait, what? I thought she dies at 30.
ほとんどのケースで出産時に生贄が死亡する。
In most cases, not all cases. Okay.
彼女の命はあと数年もないのよ。
でも、それで苦しみが終わるわけじゃない。
No, just no.
また新しい命に新しい苦しみが始まる。
Thank you for your divine insight, Suzumu.
Yeah, well done. You put two and two together.
そうね。
and got 6.
姉ちゃんは1000年間もずっと苦しみ続けているのかもしれない。初めは自分の霊障の正体を探るための研究だった。
And then I discovered a horrible conspiracy.
でも今はトイちゃんを救ってあげられないかという気持ちが一番なの。
I want to save her.
毒神彦の御の呪いをなんとか終わらせたい。
Why, in 1,000 years, did no one else have this drive and determination?
Right. Okay, so at some point in the 1700s or whatever, when they split into 5 is when more people were suffering from this fate. Until then, it was only a small group of people who knew about this and didn't give a fuck. The main family taking care of the Suzunomi incarnation. And so most people didn't even know that was happening. She would be kept in the house and probably never let out. And so it was, no one was aware. But these people, since they've had the 5 kids that have now spawned more people that suffer from the same fate, that's how we've gotten to the point where we found someone now who's like, I want to, why has this happened to me? Okay, I did some research. Oh shit, Toei, this is happening to Toei and has been happening for this long. I want to stop this. You know what I mean?
Okay, listen, I can understand the determination from her, but I'm saying, why did no one else? Wasn't there a single nice person amongst 1,000 years of descendants?
No, they just accepted it.
Not one nice person in the whole village. Or maybe it's because they killed Mutsu.
No, there was
the
a nice
only
person.
one nice person.
It was Mutsu. Do you think that was real? Or do you think it was a nightmare?
I honestly think that was probably real. It was, I mean, like, why would they show it to us otherwise? If not for a reveal to say that was actually real, not a nightmare.
So he came back and then they captured him. That's probably what happened.
I mean, like, even if it's not literally what happened in that scene, like, I imagine they just killed him at some point, because that village elder's a fucker. Even during the whole Bell scene, he was like, kill him, fuck him. Even though he promised Suzunome that he's like, oh, don't worry, you can have Mutsu if you give your consent to this horrific ritual.
I wanted to get the Back to the Future car to go back in time to that specific village and just annihilate them. Like, absolutely annihilate them, and then I'll go to the future first, find a way to like bring people back to life after they've died, like if you can do it within like a couple of minutes of them dying. Go back to that past and just like make them suffer a torment for like a fucking...
Okay, now I want to bring the other wrinkle of the story up, because this is a Rikishi novel. There's a loop back aspect to this. There's been a time loop somewhere.
Yeah, we're looping.
So maybe we'll get a chance to fuck the village up. I'm hoping. I am holding on to that copium.
That we can loop back further than any loop.
Something can happen.
Rikishi, you fucking owe this after making us go through all that.
This episode has been so painful to get through. I'm hoping that there's some fucking comeuppance, that village elder can get fucked, someone can rip his balls off and split him down the middle, and then toss him to some pigs or something. I don't know.
I don't think there's anything they can do. Like, even if they get their comeuppance, I don't think there's anything that will make up for this. Ryukushi, their challenge set. Let's see what you give us. What's the chat saying?
I know he enjoys... I don't know what it is. He really enjoys making people suffer utter depravity. Right, it's in a lot of his stuff. You've seen it in Umineko. Like, you've gone through all of Umineko. You've seen it in that, right? You see bits of it in Hikanbana as well. Even though I feel like Hikanbana's getting a bit more positive.
Yeah. Crack, you're saying? Nah, I believe the taller one is the... Sorry, I'm just gonna... What were you gonna say?
You're going back a bit, yeah. You see bits of it in Kikonia, which isn't finished yet, though.
Mate, you showed me a clip from that, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it was messed up, and there's also the upcoming Silent Hill F, which he's working on, which has the same fucking dolls in it, by the way.
Yes. So Crackdeer says, nah, I believe the taller one is a jerk when we're talking about tall and short people. Breck says, a normal life with a horrible bully for a fiance. Yeah, not exactly normal. Kratia saying, why do you know all this, Sensei? Good boy. Well, she did research.
Because she googled it.
Google.
She googled it.
Kratia says, oh, so they suited the problem in 5. Galibredex says, dear God, please forgive my great grandfather for eating your children. Thank you. Crat dealer, and since everyone has suits, so when the 5 get married, their partner will have suit too. Yep, so it's going to grow on them. Crat dealer also says, so it's all came to square one. Then what's the point of suiting it to 5? So I think Hinagata, Riria, Subakiko, and the other girl, they all have a lot less suit in them compared
Which
to...
is still fucked up enough to get things like the Sech King around.
Yes. And the problem there is that their children were probably going to eventually have this same issue. But it hasn't gotten to that point yet, I don't think. Or maybe it has. Practicing, honestly, yeah, I'm on that copium too. But anyway, let us continue.
神様の気持ちを考えるときっと複雑だと思います。だって神様は黒髪さんたちを呪いたかったわけじゃない。でもどうやったら許してくれるのか。
But what? It wasn't like Rokugami Hiko no Mikoto wanted to curse them. Yeah.
Not
yeah, she
Suzumiya,
did.
Not Kurokami though.
Not Kurokami.
Not Suzumiya.
Suzunome.
Sorry, Suzunome, yeah.
I don't think she gives a fuck. We saw that scene where she was like, oh, I'm going to fuck all of yous up after centuries.
僕には想像もつきません。
Yeah, you can't because you're shit. What are you gonna do?
私もよ。でもいくら神様でもトエちゃんをこれ以上苦しめていい理由なんてないと思うわ。そうね。これは怒りだわ。理不尽な呪いでトエちゃんたちを代々苦しめてきた六神彦の御への私の怒り。
I mean, you could say that, you know, she's got her revenge. I mean, what, hundreds of different Suzunomes suffering this fate and having to die early, and also being quote unquote impregnated the way she has she not made an element of humanity suffer enough? I mean, what did she want?
私だって若い時は
Revenge.
すっごい苦
But
し
she
められ
got
た。
it.
もう二度とあんなのはごめんよ。
Yeah, how are you alive, Hinagata?
呪いを解く方法。
Yeah, as Garlic Bread says, I'm honestly more angry with the villagers and the Kurokami family than with the curse itself. Yeah, same. The curse, I feel, is legit. Like, it's justified self-vengeance or something, I don't know.
No, I get self-vengeance, I get the curse, but I just get like the size of it, right? The efficacy of it. It just seems like so over the top. I'm gonna fuck over all of humanity.
Over the top? The only thing that's been that over the top so far are the cartoonishly evil villains in the village. And they are so effective at riling me up, I will say. Like, I'm calling them cartoonish, but they are fucking shit.
先生には知識がある。そして僕には力がある。
Oh yeah, I forgot you have the power to punch trees.
僕も
He has the power to
先
heal
生
as
とは
well.
違った角度からきっと
But it makes them
それを
worse.
見つける手伝いができると思います。
It does, because he also has the power to corrupt at the same time. So,
Fucking
well done
useless.
you!
I didn't know how, but I believed if I continued training and could... If I continued training and could pass some sort of threshold, I could
The
obtain
answer,
my own
punch more
power.
trees.
Oh, if I could just go Super Saiyan. Yeah, fucking right, mate. Fucking
今日
hell.
は こんな時間まで付き合ってくれてありがとう。
Well, at least we got a bit of Hinagata.
長い話を延々と聞かされて疲れちゃったでしょ。
Mate, I'm tired. I am tired from all this fucking horrible shit that I've learned.
本音はまだちょっと呆然としてます。
そうよね。
Is that your reaction? Okay.
先生、ちょっとお腹が空いちゃった。あんみつでも食べていかない？
Yes, I want to grab a bite with the hot teacher. Suzumu, if you say no, I'll fucking hit you.
いえ、もうちょっと神社を散策したい気持ちです。
Oh my god, fuck off, Suzumu. You can't give me this.
わかったわ。
では、失礼します。
What a dick. What a dick. Fucking we had to suffer all that horribleness and you can't even let me have some time sitting eating with the teacher.
また学校でシャチホコ部でね。
Fucking lame, Suzumu. And that's why Mutsu's better. At least he got chopped in two for his fucking love. What have you done? Punched a fucking bell.
He has looped for a while, I think. But he did eat it really badly the first time, where he just started like fucking posturing for the haunted Toei, and then lost his mind at the sight of the blob, and then went insane and then died, I think.
God, he fucking sucked so hard.
He was terrible back then.
I think this is a good point to
probably
stop and save. This is enough fucking...
Oh, no, not magical cleaning, Lily, whatever.
Wait,
we need
what?
her power. You've saved over the magical whatever it was.
Oh no, what?
Green, no more. The garlic bread mix is right, we need to eat at Atsuna Atsuta.
Let's eat at Atsu. Oh yeah, my god, yeah, his place, they own a fucking place, don't they?
So it was in the background, and if you read the writing, that's what it's called. It's called Atsuna Atsuta.
Nice. Yeah, you didn't Garlic Bread X is saying, Suzumu, how could you? You didn't inherit any of Mutsu's manliness. No, he didn't. He fucking sucks.
I can't blame him if Mutsu died before siring any children.
Still sucks ass.
It does.
But you know what, we'll leave it there. This was like, I don't know, trauma porn or something.
This was the worst episode of Iwaihime, and that's why it's the best episode. But it's the worst episode.
Because Kuxo loves pain, masochist.
I don't love pain. This one was a lot of pain to get through. I'm just hoping that the fucking comeuppance comes.
I want so much, and I don't think I'm gonna get it. But we will leave it there for now. This was one. I suppose this is our way of ending a
Somehow, this was worse than the Sech King.
Yes, it was. The implications on the reality of 1,000 generations of Suzunomi being.
Never mind the 1,000 generations or anything like that. 1,000 years, like just the horrific actions suffered by the original pairing is bad enough.
But everything that happened to Suzunomi happened again and again and again, so you multiply that. The way she's impregnated, the way she's treated, the way they just like treat her like she is scum rather than as a person, like that is all multiplied 100 or 1,000-fold depending on how many generations have been. And so it looks like she inherits the same
personality.
Yeah, conscience, like the consciousness.
Kind of.
It feels
weird.
like
it does feel like it's the same person being born constantly.
Yeah.
Then how does that work with the quintuplets?
Maybe it splits it. I don't know. That's because that girl was calling Mutsu's name. So at the very least, the memories are transferred. Yeah. So
passed down, inherited. Take your word.
Which is even more of a way of suffering if you think about it, because every horrible thing that happens to each generation is
it becomes cumulative.
Yeah. So on that horrible, horrible note, and yes, Crack Dealer, you're right. Pain
Dio.
And Garlic Bread X is brought up. Yeah, the most painful episode so far, and let's hope it is the most painful episode in its entirety of the lot. Yeah. But this was Iwaihime. I am Ashmanix. Cooksville is not Ashmanix. But we'll hopefully see you guys next time.
I have lost my smile.
I have lost my soul. Goodbye.